Hello, everyone. Welcome to whatever live stream this is. I guess it's the ましょうか live stream.
そうですね。ましょうかのビデオを作りました。
そうだね。
そう。
一緒にましょうか。勉強しましょうか。
そうですね。そうだね。
Let's study ましょうか together, I guess. is what's going on there.
そう。
How's it going, everyone?
ねえ、みんなようこそ。
Shall I watch this video for you? This is more of a blessing.
あ、もう OK。
There's no oil in there.
はい。
Yes, please. Please watch this video for me. Yes.
ねえ、本当だよ。
Five to slot
お
versus
願いし
lately.
ます。
Lately been learning indirect questions, ka and kadoka, in the middle of a sentence, and uncertainty, kamoshiremasen. So it's definitely ka, not just for questions month. Yes, indeed. Someone just said above. They said, I say in the video that we just released, I said, nobody's really made a video on this intonation of ka. And I guess a guy that's been making YouTube videos about Japanese recently, just today, released a video.
ねえ、みたいですね。
I think he's spying on me.
なんか
I don't
聞い
think
て
this is
る
the first time that's happened either. It's kind of funny. Maybe Dan is selling information about our coming videos to Kaname.
ね
Just kidding.
え。このさ、ビデオを作るさ、きっかけとなった話をした方がいいんですか？
Yuki's asking if we should tell the story of why we made this video. I don't remember actually.
なんかさ、アンディがさ、私がましょうかましょうかのさ、ことを、コメントかなんかで聞いたときに、その、私がなんかそのアンディがね、元気のレッスン5とレッスン6のましょうかがぶっちゃけ何が違うのかわからないみたいなことを言い始めて、で、私が知らないね、ましょうか第3のましょうかをね、使ってきたの。私日本人だけど、そのましょうか使ったことないですってなって、私の知らないましょうかがあるのかなということで調べたら、多分その shall I と shall we ってと let's の違いが日本人が分かってないんだよね、多分。
そうだね。Yuki was
ってい
saying
うこ
that
とに気がついたんだよね。
we were going through comments and she was correcting someone's writing or something, I believe, and mashoka was in there, and we started talking about it, and we were talking about how the Genki lesson 5 and 6 were different, and then like, but what is the actual difference there? And we started talking about it, and she was like, wait, this is a mashoka I don't think I've ever used, and then she started researching it, and she found this other one, and we, long story short, we came to the realization that most Japanese people don't really understand the difference between shall and
shall
let's.
と let's がね。
And that started like a whole long conversation between us for a couple of days. And I'm like, I need to make a video about this because we looked like at 20 videos. There's a couple like other foreign Japanese teachers like me basically that are teaching Japanese, and they didn't mention it. They basically taught them as the same thing, but with the rising intonation. And then there was Japanese teachers that never mentioned it, and they would have both rising intonation and dropping intonation, but like one would be, it would sound like they were making an offer, but like it was implied that they were going to do something for the other person, like in the comment, like some kid came home and said to his mom, he was like, I really like this food, and she's like, oh well, shall I make it for you? With the rising intonation. But like the translation was, well, let's have this for dinner. But what was really being implied is like that she would make it for him. So it was like, I think everyone is confused about what's going on there, because all Japanese kids are taught when they learn shall I versus let's or shall versus let's in English is that shall is the polite version of let's. And in like a situation where it's just like, let's go to the movies and shall we go to the movies? It's kind of true that shall is just the polite version of let's, but if you were to say, shall I go to the movies to the person, like that changes everything. And most Japanese people don't think about that. So anyway, yeah, we got to that. Did the other video that came out talk about it? I don't know. I haven't watched it. But a couple people were saying that it did. He's selling info on the black market. Haha, caught me red-handed. Dan needs a spy hat. I just realized Andy's wearing the shirt I like. You should wear it for every video. Yeah, it's good. It's nice, right? Who says
かわいい
shall?
ね。
You want to go to the movies? Yeah, nobody really says shall anymore. That's another thing. It's not really used
で
very
も
often.
ね、日本人はね、英語の授業でレッツの代わりになんと映画に誘いますかみたいなの、このブランクでテストとかに書いてあってね、Shall we? って書くの。
So. Yeah, if people are doing an invitation for in Japan on an English test, it'll generally be shall we go to the movies? And I realized it gave me a little moment of like clarity because I realized like older guys in Japan, like 50-year-olds that really like to walk up to you and like speak Japanese, they really like to use shall. And it seems like very aggressive because it'll be like, shall we go get a drink together or something like that? Shall we go get a drink? And it's like we just met, like they just walked up to me. It's just I don't know. We talked about this.
まあそうだよね。だけどさ、まだそのセンスがあんまりわかんないんだよね。
そう。You get laughed at for using the word shall in school. Yeah. I missed you last week. Were you there? Says Montana Margo. And then your comment popped up. It's a good shirt, right? I love Yuki's energy and enthusiasm.
ありがとうございます。
I think Japanese from Zero mentions different situations where mashouka is used with a different particle in front of it or a verb through the series. Been a while since Yeah, like Genki has 2 different sections about mashouka, but they don't mention what makes the difference, and it's not really the context. I mean, maybe some people might say that, but saying kairimashou versus kairimashou or kairimashouka versus kairimashouka, like the context doesn't matter. Like you just have you have the same exact phrase. It's not like you can tell from a particle or anything. The only difference there is the intonation on the ka, and it changes everything. So
そうだね。
yeah. Anyway,
はい。
in the old grammar manuals, shall was for first person and will was for everything else.
へえ。
I remember you going over the Genki in the streams. When did you find out about this? I know they were from a few years ago. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years ago I think we did those. And I probably did it wrong there, to be honest. That's another reason I wanted to make this video. I'll probably link this video in the original Genki video just to correct that. But I got used to the mashouka. I just got used to it. That's not something I ever learned. It's just, and I just realized it like recently. Like I realized that it was being taught weird in many, many places, and that I may have taught it weird. Let's is way overused in Japanese media and used wrong. Yes, exactly.
ね、
Let's camping.
レッツとさ、
Let's
イング一緒に使ってるよね。日本のさ、アドバタイズ。
How did people start using let's plus
どうして
ing? It's everywhere.
どうして
It's on signs. There's like a river nearby, and we went for a walk there, and there's a big sign. It just says "Let's walking." It's like, what? Okay.
なんでなのかな
I don't know.
誰が間違えちゃったのかな。しかも結構みんな間違えちゃってるよね。
I don't even like it. Doesn't even work in Japanese. Like if you were teiru is basically aruiteiru is walking, but then arukimashou is let's go for. How did those get combined?
わかりま
In
せ
either
ん。
language. Let's
わかり
fighting
ません。
love. Yeah, that sounds.
そう、
like you'll
本
see
当だよ。マジね。
Yes, I acquired it before learning it. Definitely Space Corps. Do you have good manga recommendations for JLPT M5 learners, like a starting Genki book 2? Like, I guess Flying Witch is okay.
うん。
But just keep in mind, like, I always tell people who want a manga to read in or just after Genki 1 that there's no such thing as a native manga that is gonna be is gonna be mildly that will be comprehensible for a JLPT N5 level. It just doesn't exist. Because JLPT N5 doesn't cover enough. But you'll be able to understand some of it. You'll be able to at least understand some of the characters. You're gonna have to look up every other word. But that's fine. If you're okay with that, then yeah, things like Flying Witch.
うん。オーマイガーフィルも言ってくれてる。
Maybe some. Oh my God, Phil, welcome. Yeah, that one. We did that in a reading club in the Discord. It was it was pretty easy. But I mean, well, I don't know. I'm starting to lose the sense of what's easy for N5. But you'll still struggle. So just keep that in mind. But it's one that might work. I can't hear the word aruku without thinking of sukiyaki. So that song, I finally heard it for the first time. I'm practicing piano. Just started out like a week or two ago, and that song was one of the ones in the app I'm using that I could choose, and so I played it. And playing it on the piano was the first time I ever heard it. Everyone's always talking about it in the streams. Finally heard it. Really
そのさ、ちょっとグラマーの質問なんですけど、そのさ、Five told Sourcebear がさ、We is first person plural, so that's why it used the shall って書いてあるじゃないですか。それどういう意味なの？
We is the first, shall we is first person plural, so that's why it uses shall. I'm bad at
さっき will の
English
こと
grammar.
will は
Yuki
全
wants a
部
better
に
explanation for that.
will は全員に使えるんですよ
We
ね。
will
うん、
is like, 英語を見に行きます。
まあでも逆にするとさ、なんかよくみんながさ、その会話で言うとき、なんか We will go drinking after this party みたいな感じなこと言うじゃないですか。
文法的にはそれアウト。
あ、そうなの？
その質問的には We will go drinking after this party はもうアウト。文法的にはアウト。
そうなの？
そう。それはなし。
みんなそんな感じなこと言ってる？
日本人はね。
ああ、間違えてるわ。
まあ、I don't think it's grammatically right, but you will hear people saying, they'll say, will we 何々 after this? Will we? We will? はちょっと違う。
そうなんだ。
So, we will, I mean, I have heard people say, will do something after this. I have heard that. I don't know. Is that grammatically correct, guys? I'm bad at English.
でも
She always asks me English questions. I'm like, I have no idea. I'm sorry.
やばいよね、それ。やばくない？私はさ、一生懸命さ、これ悪口になっちゃった。
Really need to do Andy's Genki class someday when I have time. I ended up in a Japanese for busy people's class, and there's stuff in Genki that's new to me still. Five Toes Slothberry. Yeah, I mean, it might help. I need to dive back into that. I haven't figured out how to get used to reading something where I have to look up every word. Yeah. It's one of those things. Like no matter what level you get to, until you actually start reading, you're always going to have to look up every word. Like, doesn't matter how much you've studied, doesn't matter how far you've gotten in textbooks, doesn't matter how much you've watched. When you start reading, you're going to have to look up almost every word, no matter what level you're at. It's just that if you're at a higher level, after you look up the word, you'll understand the sentence more. Whereas if you're only in JLPTN 5, even if you look up every single word, you might not know what's going on. Get what I mean? So like if you were to start after, for example, quartet 2, you're still going to have to look everything up, almost everything, probably 60% of the words. But at least, you're going to know what the sentence means after you look it up. But a person who's just finished lesson 7 of Genki and they pick up the same book, now they have to look up 80 to 90% of the words, probably more. But they still, after they look up everything, won't know what the sentence means. And that's not because they had to look up more. It's because they just don't have a sense for it yet. So you'll always have to look up a ton. So that's something you have to get used to. Fortunately, there's things like Yomitan that you can, just click on every single word you don't know and look up a thing in literally a second. So it's much easier nowadays. Hold on one second. I have a book of beginner short stories, and it's still too hard for me. Still working towards the day when I can read, even if I might not understand most of it. Yeah, I hear you. The thing is it might be a good idea to just try anyway, just because of what I just said. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you're all here today. Do you have any recommendations for books after the Quartet series? That's much more broad. In fact, after Genki 2, you should be spending most of your time like trying to use Japanese or reading, listening, watching stuff, even while you're going through quartet. So pretty much at that point, like anything, just anything, anything and everything. I don't think there's any limits on you then. Not that you're going to understand it all, but you should be pushing yourself after quartet for sure.
なんかさ、クォーテットの次のレベルの教科書ってさ、なんか有名なやつあるの？
ほぼない。
ないんだよね。
There is one book that I have. I can't remember what it's called. It's advanced something or
そう、
other.
あれだよね。N1 なんか解読とかそういうさ、なんか。
Yeah, basically N1 books. I have a textbook, but it's terrible. It's so boring. Pretty much you shouldn't do textbooks after quartet. Frankly, you don't even really need quartet that much. There's some stuff in there that can be helpful, but after Genki 2, just start using it and reading and watching stuff. When I went to Japan back in high school, I sang it at the Japanese school assembly that morning. We had pen pals, first class to ever have. Oh, cool.
Oh.
Binks no sake would be a good one to try. Does anyone actually use a shall anyway? Not really, but there was one situation where I realized you might hear it sometimes, like what shall we eat, but not really. What are we gonna eat is what most people would say.
あ、なんかさ、ね、レストランとかでさ、食べ終わってチルし終わった時にそろそろ行こうかって感じの時は shall we って言うよね。
言わないね。
言わない？
Not anymore. Not in modern English.
アンに言うよね、たまに。
I don't.
じゃあ誰と私カフェに行くんですか？嘘でしょ。
Like, I might if I'm like being a little silly. Like, I don't feel like I seriously use shall we go? But maybe like once in a while I'm feeling fancy.
あ、そう。
I do,
びっくり
says
したわ。
Amanda. Have Yuki and you watching?
志村けん ever わかんない。
I don't think I have,
面白いのかな。志村けんでもさ、志村けんさんはさ亡くなっちゃったよね。古い番組ですか？
It's old? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It's used in legal documents. Sure. English is a huge mess of grammar and English speakers don't follow it well at all. Japanese is much more orderly. I mean, yes. I think Japanese grammar is easier to follow, but that's because I've spent literally like 8 to 10 years studying it, and I have not spent that much time studying English grammar. So I have a much easier time explaining Japanese grammar than English grammar. And I don't even know. I've learned more English terminology for grammar than before I started teaching Japanese because I needed to use it. But I still don't. Like, I get comments all the time of people saying, you need to study Japanese or English terminology, grammar terminology. I'm like, but I don't care. I don't like English very much. I just speak it natively. That's all.
あのさ、スターグミさんがさ、上の方でさ、なんか、レッツとさ、shall I のなんかセンテンス書いてくれている。
Star Gumi above wrote some sentences. How far? All right here. Shall we go to the movies? We shall go to the movies. We will go to the movies. Let's go to the movies. Those are all acceptable. Except that
We shall も言えるってこと？
Sure, but we don't. Want to go to the movies? We'll go to the movies. That's what we'd say nowadays, I think. True, let's just drop shall. We can modernize it. Yo, you trying to get some coffee? Yeah, that's modern English. I'm because I'm gone from, English speaking. I'm not in an English speaking country. I'm actually way behind on that stuff, but I do hear that still. English has read that. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. If I missed some comments, I'm sorry. Just say them again.
はい、わかりました。
I feel like shall we by itself is somewhat common. Maybe. Shall we? Yeah. Shall we? Yeah, just that. Like done eating, we've paid. Shall we?
ほら、言うでしょ。
Just that though. Not anything else. Just shall we?
ああ。
Shall we 何々はあんまり使わないけど。
そう言わない。ただはい、行くよっていう時に
Yeah. But that's like a set phrase almost. Like, literally it's shall we leave or shall we go? And it's just shall we now. We've shortened it up. Japanese grammar is easier than Latin, I imagine. But Latin has helped me understand a couple things. I would rather study Japanese grammar terms. Well, your loyal fans can help you with grammar if you need it. I appreciate that. The people who responded, oh, そうか. Yo, you want some coffee, bruh? You're lucky, Andy. TikTok has absolutely destroyed the English language. I need a dictionary just to understand modern vernacular. I'm kind of glad I got off TikTok many years ago. Knowing the English grammar terminology does help when the textbook throws them at you. Yes, very much. And that's why I had to study, a minimal amount. How's about some coffee? I've never used that one. Want to get some coffee? That's probably what I would say. On the topic of shall is a synonym of will. Shall just became associated with invitations. I see. Interesting.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Should we get coffee? Should we get coffee sounds so
no.
like indeterminate, like very
そう
unsure
飲ま
of
ない
yourself.
と飲まないと
Should
か
we get coffee? I don't know.
飲まないとなんかまずいことが起きそうな雰囲気がありますね。
I never knew what transitive, me neither. Transitive, intransitive until Japanese, me neither. Do you feel like X? I didn't know that until I started homeschooling and teaching my kids grammar. Will we get coffee? I feel like you can't. Will we get coffee? I don't know. Will we? You ready? Yeah, that's what I use mostly. Should we get coffee? Sounds like a moral quandary. It does. It's 8:38 p.m. and now I'm thinking of drinking coffee. I'm always thinking of drinking coffee, but I drink a lot less now. No coffee, yes hot chocolate. We should plan to all get coffee before the next live stream. That would be cool. I agree. Should be sounds like, are you sure this is a good idea? Right. Definitely more like that. Definitely, I hear that a little bit more.
なんか should って聞くとなんか must do って感じに聞こえるなんか。
Yeah, definitely should we is like やった方がいいのかなって。
そうなんだ。だってすべきかどうすべきだよね。日本語だと
かどうか。
日本語だとすべきっていうね風に習うんですよ。
そう。
だしなければいけないの次がすべき。
そうだね。
って感じ、だからもう結構ねストリクトよ。その辺なんか結構なんていうの
ジャパニーズだね。ただしね、その質問になると、should we 何々、はすべきか、かなんか must ではないじゃん。should we
でも
なんかやった方がいいかどうか。
80% have to do って感じ。
でも質問だから。どうやって質問は 8% やんなきゃってなる？
まあ、
聞いてる
やった方がいいって聞かれて、あ、やった方がいいねっていうのを求められてそう。
英語では全くそういう感覚はない。
そうなんだ。
Yuki says that when she hears a question like should we, she thinks that 80% you have to, just because we use the should, which is definitely not a thing in English. Maybe it's in Japanese, maybe it's a Yuki thing, I'm not sure. Corey ASMR, welcome to the ToKini Senpuki. Thank you very much. If you have a image request or you'd like Yuki to try and write your name, Corey, in Japanese kanji, please let us know and we'll be happy to do that. If you're here, it's possible that you might have joined from watching another video. In that case, it is what it is. But if you're here, let us know and we'll be happy to do a little, Yuki will do a little commissioned picture in whiteboard marker for you or your name. Thank you. For invitations, I feel like I hear more, do you want to, or how about, than shall we? I wish I liked coffee, but alas, I can't stand the taste. Love the smell. You gotta get, I mean, people say this all the time, and it's true for some people and it's true for not. So forgive me if I say this, but like, supermarket coffee is gross. And I still drink it because I'm addicted to caffeine. But if you get like good coffee from like a coffee shop, like an actual place that does like roast the beans himself and stuff. You have to try different kinds, but it's way better. Also, mild blends, lightly roasted, not like blackened. Coffee is very sweet, and people who thought they didn't like coffee find that they do like it. So that's one thing you could try. But you might not like it anyway, so whatever. Hey.
アレックス・グレイヴェノさんすべきはすがねそのコーテッド2に出てくるんですけどそのカットなんていうのポライト カンジュゲーションのそのマスフォームカットプラスべきっていうやつですべき
yes,
が
subeki is
するべきなん
right.
です
There,
ね。
there's a
そ
more
うそう
polite,
そう。
yeah. There's a more polite form that shows
short
up later.
for するべき。そうです。
Yes, and it is short for that. Yes, but it's like actually a more polite version, I think.
まあそうだね。
Oddly
Mm.
speaking, but it's the mas stem plus beki. So
はい。ねえこれさ、日本人のさ、その英語のさ、教科書を作ってる人に教えてあげてほしいよね。
there's a lot of mistakes in Japanese written English textbooks.
ね、教えてほしいよね、これ。
There's also a lot of mistakes in Japanese textbooks made for foreign learners. It makes me wonder what they're doing over there.
ねえ。
I have that cilantro gene, and in some people that can also mean a dislike of bitter flavors. Okay, interesting. That could be it then. Coffee is good these days. In my younger days, it was percolated, repeatedly boiled and run through the grounds to get every last bit of bitter oils. Ugh. But not the taste.
あ、書いて
I
ある。
wish I could draw half as well. Yuki's picture is always great.
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu. Most people in
あの、
America don't drink coffee, I feel like. It's like chocolate, caramel, liquid sugar cream with a touch of coffee. Yeah, that's with the creamer and stuff. Yes. Coffee flavored things are generally not good. Did we get a comment from Corey? No, okay. Corey hasn't
まだ
mentioned
ない
anything.
ですね。チャーズさんが Should we drink coffee? Should we drink coffee? が sounds like a moral question って書いてある。We should drink coffee sounds like an obligation. もう should we って聞かれてる時点でなんとなく私のセンスはオブリゲーションだと思うんですよ。なんか、We should だと思うって感じがす
It's
る。
very confusing sometimes to me because I'll like it's interesting in an international relationship, right? There's lots of little things that get lost in the mix, like when you're speaking, like you think you're asking a question and they think you're saying we got to do this. So like I'll say, should we do something? And I'm really like, it is like a moral quandary or like a question of like, I wonder if this is a good idea type of thing. But then she'll hear it and be like, yeah, we have to do that, I guess. But I'm actually asking the question. So it can get very confusing. And then vice versa too. She might ask me if maybe we should do something. And I'm like, and I think it's a moral quandary or like maybe yes, maybe no. And I'll bring this up.
Yeah.
But she's actually being like, yeah, we really probably need to do this, and I don't pick up on it.
そうなの。
it can be an issue.
そう、それね、本当後でね、本当にね、問題になるのよ、それが。
そう。It's something.
で、
はい、
私がね、ほら、あの時言いましたよね、それやった方がいいってみたいなことを、でもミーンだからね。
Right. She'll say, see, I told you, like, I said we should do that a while ago. And then it was like, but then I'm like, but you asked if I thought maybe it was necessary type of thing, right?
でもね、ネセサリーだったの、私の中ではなんか。
Right. So I'm still to this day not sure if that's like a Yuki thing or a Japanese thing, because some Japanese people are similar, or if it's an issue with the way that words like should are taught between the languages. So like, I mean, we mostly speak Japanese, so it would be a matter of me not understanding the weight of should and things like that. But it's interesting. I just signed up and I'm working through things. Oh, I think I might have missed a comment from before that, but if you just signed up to the website, thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
There's also a lot of mistakes in English to Spanish and Spanish to English textbooks. No language is safe. I didn't know that lighter blends had more caffeine. Interesting. I definitely prefer them. I bet as y'all have gotten better at each other's languages, that problem got a bit better. Yeah, for sure. A little bit. For sure. I'm good with cilantro. Both my husband and I speak English and as a first language, and we have the same issue. He's East Coast raised and I'm Alaska raised. I wonder if that's part of it. I think it probably is. Like you have different cultures. The country's huge. Alaska and East Coast are like, they're different countries. You just speak the same language. So definitely a thing. Thank you so much, Ghost Gamer. Request part 2. Thank you. Do you think most of your disagreements stem from those types of language misunderstandings? 80%. I think 80% of our arguments and disagreements end up being related to a misunderstanding in tone or in language. Like minor misunderstandings like that. Like where one of us thinks that the other is like being very forceful about a question, but it's actually like a legitimate question, or a complete misunderstanding in tone where like some, definitely. And I think with most people, Japanese and American couples that I know, I think there's a lot of that. But you get used to it. I don't like lychee either, but I love rambutan. I don't know what that is. Rambutan.
食べたよ。私、ましょうか使いますね。はい、ゴーストゲーマーさん、何を書きましょうか？
Hi, this time it was the rising intonation. She said, Ghost Gamer, what shall I draw for you? So there was the rising intonation one. Perfect. And then about lighter blends having more caffeine from an episode of Shirokuma Cafe. Oh, interesting.
お
Okay.
ー、いいじゃん。
Right back there. Right on the bookshelf.
嘘、白熊カフェ買ってなくない？
Shirokuma Cafe じゃないんだ。熊なんちゃら。ユキの好きなやつなんて言うんだっけ？
そう、それはね、小熊のケーキ屋さん。
小熊のケーキ屋さん。
そう、
Okay,
それ
mix
も
those
面
up.
白いんですけど、白熊カフェもね、結構ね、チルアニメ。みんなアニマルが出てくる。
It's a very chill anime or chill manga, ne? How do you ask about morality of drinking coffee in Japanese? I'm not sure.
コーヒー飲む？
違う。そのmorality of it. そのエフィクス的にとか、なんかやった方がいいのか。
コーヒー飲んだ方がいいですか？
なんか違うような気がするけど、それはただ should we drink it now って感じだけど、overall コーヒーっていうものそのもの、飲むべきか。
そういうことか。じゃあいいじゃん、それで。
well, maybe then what I just said, that one.
コーヒーを飲むべきか。
そう、それ。
そのなんか、
コーヒーを飲むべきか。
一周と、なんかまたトピックみたいな感じに言う。
飲まないべきか。飲むべきか。
そうだね。
飲まないべきか。So Becky is very, very much a heavy duty should it be done or should be done.
するべきのべきね。
Yeah. So you could use that one. It's more of a philosophy this time. Yeah. Yes, it can be, especially here in South Texas. Dan says he can confirm he has the same issue. Dan is also married here in Japan, so he has the same issue, he says. やっぱりさ、日本人のさ、そのセンスだよね。 It's definitely a sense.
日本語のセンスが違うってことだよね。
Yeah, and it's less of a language issue than like a sense, like a cultural issue.
あと学校でなんか、I should と should we とかその should の question mark should は、すべきが意味は変わらないみたいな感じで教えられてるから。
そうだね。If we were to ask a question like, should we go to the supermarket?
We should だと思うんですよ。みたいな感じになっちゃうでしょ。
If I ask that in English, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not like, see, what I believe she's saying is that when I say, should we go to the supermarket, what I'm doing is suggesting that we should go to the supermarket. But you guys can confirm to me and with me in chat whether or not I'm correct here. If we ask that in English, should we go to the supermarket? We're literally asking the question. It's just a yes or no question, right? There's no implication of like the yes is more above. But 日本語の場合、そのスーパーに
行った方がい
いって聞くと何%その聞いてる人が行った方がいいと思ってると思う？
70%。
すっげえ
くらい。だってさ、そうじゃなかったら、そんな質問しないよ。
それは日本人みんなそう感じてると思う？
買い物行った方がいい
って聞くと。
ちょっと必要に迫られてるからね、その行った方がいいっていう質問は。
That's interesting.
例
Okay.
えばさ、
So I just asked, let me explain what I asked first for people who aren't that far along yet. So I asked Yuki, I said, if you were to ask the question, if someone were to ask you the question, do you think we should go to the supermarket? Should we go to the supermarket? Which is, スーパーに行った方がいい? I asked her, what percentage do you think that the person asking thinks that you should? And she said at least 70%. That person is suggesting that we should, more so, essentially, rather than actually asking. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, that in English, if you were to ask, should we go to the supermarket? That you don't think 70% that you should. I'd say 50-50. You think it's possible, there's a 50% chance that you should, and there's maybe a 50% chance that you don't need to, which is why you're asking. But in Japanese, it's not that way. So it's very interesting. You have to be careful with that. Can lead to some interesting misunderstandings.
した方がいいっていう質問は結構なんかもう結構 have to do に近いよね。
Okay, so she says, okay, so someone's saying 60-40 in English, 50-50 for me, 50-50 absolutely. Someone, Serious Syrup, said, I think it depends on the situation. Yuki says, if someone asks, should we go to the supermarket, she thinks it's almost you must. Almost you must, just by asking.
そうただその答える人がいやまだですって言えばそこまでなんですけど、
If the person responds, no, we don't have to, then it's there.
そうそう。
But generally speaking, you think the person asking the question already thinks that it's necessary.
そうそう結構ねっていう感じになってる。
Dan says, sounds like another Japanese detective video topic. I think it would mean as a question, are we getting low on food? Yes, I agree. And I think Yuki's saying that if someone is asking that question directly in Japanese, they already know that we're low on food. And thus, they're making a polite suggestion by saying, should we go to the supermarket? それがなんとなく合ってる。もうスーパーに行った方がいいって聞いてる人はもうすでにその食べ物がほぼなくなってるって分かった上で聞いているから、それはなんとなく丁寧な行こうよっていう質問。そうだね。それは日本らしいよ。本当に。はい、OK。
そう、私実はあなたの知らない情報を知っていて、リソースはここにありますけど、でも私たち行った方がよろしいかって感じ。
はい、そうだね。なかなか慣れないところですよ。はい、OK guys. Let's explain that.
まずちょっとゴーストゲーマーのやつちょうだい。上にあると思うこのチャットの。
Ghost Gamer, sorry, I missed your.
ごめんね、遅くなっちゃって。
Missed your request. Can I make this request more fun? Since you did Rose Cerebus last week, there's either Shirogane Cerebus or Kuro Cerebus. I'll let Yuki choose which one. So だからShirogane Cerebus or Kuro Cerebus.
ちょっと調べてみます。
どちらかにしてください。はい。So this is one thing I don't get used to. It's hard for me to get used to, even after 12 years in Japan. No, I checked it. Sorry, Ghost Gamer. So she says a Japanese person, if they're asking that question, スーパーに行った方がいい. What that question implies is that they've already checked. They already know that there's no food in the fridge or that there's very little. And thus, because Japanese is so indirect, instead of saying there's no food in the fridge, we need to go to the supermarket, they give, basically it's just like everything else in Japanese. They're giving the listener an out, a little out, just a tiny little pinhole of an out by suggesting, I already know we don't have food, but I'll ask, should we go to the supermarket? And if you were to do that in English, it's like super passive aggressive, but it's just how you do it in Japanese. But when you're learning a language in reference to another language, like just what it means, like the question is, 行った方がいい? Should we go? You miss out on that context. So it's very that cultural context. So yeah, so that means it's probably more than 70% that the 70% chance that the person asking should we do something already knows that you should. So very interesting. This is actually a normal thing to get confused with for English learners. We should means there's a reason making it 75-25 versus should we, which is just a neutral 50-50 question. 100%. Yep. If in English, if it's asking your opinion, how would one ask someone's opinion in Japanese? Yeah, I guess contextually, because it's still the same type of question. But どう思いますか? とか. You could ask things like that. You'd have to use what do you think for questions like that. だから今週はスーパー行った方がいいと思いますか? So you have to tack on the what do you think? と思いますか? Do you think that we should? So I guess even in English that helps a little bit. Do you think that we should go to the supermarket this weekend? But if you don't have that do you think, it gets messy. It's not quite a command, but it's close.
そうなんかもう聞いてる人はね、あなたは確認してないかもしれないけど私はもうこの現実を見てますが、どうしますかっていうのを含んでるような気が。
The question does sound a little bit passive aggressive. Yeah, actually even in Japanese.
すいません本当に、私かなそれ私だけもしかして
She doesn't know now if it's her or just Japanese. I think it might be Japanese.
もしかして私がすごい性格悪いからそんなことになってるかな。
She says maybe I just have a mean personality and that's why. No, that's じゃあ逆にスーパーに行った方がいいと思う今週って聞いたらそのと思うで足しただけで、その割合がちょっと変わりますか？
そうだね、なんかそうだねまずそうだねスーパーに行った方がいいと思うの方がなんかどのぐらい冷蔵庫に何が入ってるかが分かりませんが行った方がいいかなっていう感じがするよね。
Yeah, so just tacking on the tomo, do you think definitely lightens it up a bit and makes it a little bit more like maybe I don't know that we need to go. Maybe I'm not sure how much is in the fridge, that kind of thing. Would 行きたいですか be closer to the English feeling? No, that's way too, it's a bit too direct. Do you want to go to the supermarket? Do you want to go? Because I don't want to go.
So
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I don't want to go. Do you want to go?
それまたね違う喧嘩になるからね。
スーパーに行きたいですか? Do you want to go to the supermarket?
ねえ。
I don't.
私も行きたくないんですよ。それ困っちゃうよ。
My understanding is saying スーパーに行きたいですか is suggesting that the person you're asking already wants to do it, and you're like, you want to do this, don't you? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, that's basically what we're getting at here. Yeah, serious syrup. That was harder to say than I expected. Not to detract from kind of deep exploration is possibly that I love most of this channel. Not to detract from kind of deep exploration is probably what I... Glad to hear it. Not to detract from the amazing lessons, but this kind of deep exploration is possibly what I love most of it. Okay, nice, yes. I'm glad to hear it. I was starting to think in my head, like, maybe we should jump into the video, but it's interesting. And your fashion sense is amazing. Arigatou gozaimasu. It's not my fashion sense. Although I bought this shirt, but Yuki bought me this shirt. So
nice
it's Yuki's fashion sense. Thank you. This is the stuff that can't be learned in a textbook. 100%. 100%. I agree. It'd be nice if it was easier to make this in little like bite-sized videos, but it works way better in a live stream format. So actually maybe a possible good idea for a textbook. It could be interesting. The issue with that is because it is a cultural thing, it changes, I feel like, a little bit more with time. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It could be interesting. It could be very interesting. It'd be hard to put into like concise words though, but it could certainly be interesting to try. I can't wait to offend a bunch of people with these misunderstandings. It'll happen. It'll definitely happen. People don't get offended like in general. Like in general, people that you don't know very well are assume the best, I think. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. But if you ever get like close with people, close with friends, into a relationship, things like that, you will have these understandings. It is inevitable. If y'all had a Spotify podcast, my life would be complete. We made a podcast where we just talked in Japanese. But we didn't. It is on Spotify, actually. but it's a little bit different of a feeling than this. This is the podcast. I'd love a series of videos on concepts like this and idioms that don't make literal sense but are understood by everyone in Japan. That could be super fun. Yeah. It could be super fun. I could think about it for sure. It would pull us out into a little bit of a fun niche because there's more and more people every day making grammar videos. No offense, but the solid blue shirt would be nothing without the other shirt. Oh, I agree. 100%. 100%. I agree. I've been listening to that while I work. Oh, nice. Nice. What's the name? I think it's called ToKini Gatari. ToKini Gatari. With Gatari is like a monogatari story, and it's in katakana. The ToKini is in romaji, and then it's Gatari. If you're on the website, we have the transcripts on there as well. Yeah. So you can like combine that with yomitang, and you can click on the words you don't know. It's just a straight up transcript. It's not like clickable words or anything, unfortunately. But anyway, that could be fun. Konbanwa, Serena-san. How you doing?
Konbanwa.
Please do what Morbid Blessing says. Excuse me. I tell you what, I'll make a note of it. Let's see. I don't use this app much, but this is a good usage of it. Pull up voice memos. Hi. Let's see what that comment was. Video idea from Morbid Blessing. I'd love a series of videos on concepts like this and idioms that don't make literal sense but are understood by everyone in Japan. Concepts like this that he's talking about are things like asking someone if we should go somewhere actually means that you already know that you should go and you're giving them a slight chance to, be the hero in the situation and agree that, yes, I do know that we're low on food as well, just like you. And that means that we should absolutely go to the supermarket. Thanks, Morbid Blessing. We'll have to see if we can make something like that.
その通りでございます。その通りでございます。
Amanda Oyasumi. Also, last time, let's go. Thank you all for all you do. I hope you enjoyed the videos and chatting. Thank you very much. Have a good one. I'm doing Japanese through continuing ed through my local college. We get 2 hours Zoom once a week in class, so it isn't going as fast as a normal college class. Hey, Andy, updating my university Japanese journey. I got a job at a big name hospital. They were very impressed with my Japanese. My goal is to be a doctor, so this is huge for me. Thanks, you guys. That's awesome, Esteban.
すごい。
Congratulations.
すごすぎだよ。
That's so cool. I know, but we'll let Andy explain. Oh, great question. Did I miss a question? Oh, I must have missed a question. Where did the name ToKini come from? That is a good question. The idioms and how what is said in Japanese does not match the same things in English are subtle but so crucial, and I want to do more. Well, I appreciate that. That's a wonderful idea. I'll have to give you guys credit if we ever start making videos on it. The ToKini name, right, with the big K. That K, by the way, indicates that the intonation goes up there. The pitch accent goes up. Usually, ToKini, 普通の時に長野の文版じゃなくて言ってみてください。
時に同じだと思う。
同じ？ Okay,
時に。
時に。
違うかな。
時々の
ちょっと私長野県民なんでわかんないです。
そうだね。She's from Nagano, so sorry. Let's actually look up the pitch. Let's look up the pitch.
時にかな。時にだと思うんだよね。
出た。
合ってると思うんだよね。
合ってる。時に。Okay, so they're both ToKini. Doesn't matter. Anyway, when I started the channel, originally, I wanted to make it almost like a tourism channel introducing the city of Nagano and the areas around Nagano to people because I really like Nagano. So originally, I wasn't going to teach Japanese, although that was my long-term plan. Eventually, when I got used to YouTubing, I was going to transition to teaching Japanese. I don't know why. Why wouldn't I just start with that? So I wanted to have a name that was related to Nagano, but I also wasn't 100% sure what I was going to be doing. So I need to I don't know. I started it as a sort of a, what's the word for it? A temporary name. So I wanted to use a phrase from Nagano dialect. And then my name, something like that, I figured. So, ToKini in not like many young people use it anymore, but like older people from Nagano will use ToKini like they use toriaezu, which means for starters or for now. But in Tokyo like dialect in standard Japanese, ToKini means sometimes. So I thought it was a nice combination of it had some Nagano, but it also means sometimes hang out with Andy. And it also meant for starters Andy, because this is my temporary username. So it sort of covered both grounds, and then it just stuck. It stuck. So I kept it.
ね、結構キャッチーよね。
Yeah, it's kind of catchy. It worked out. The idioms and okay, I answered that. Yay, language philosophy placeholder. This would be a good clip. I've got this clip on like 50 different live streams. I really should pull it out. Really should pull it out from one. I don't know if I explained it as well as I have other times. The clip option does exist on YouTube. Okay, I don't think everyone has it, but if someone wants to clip it, go for it. I thought I was your last name for the longest time. But yeah, people still think it's my last name. I still get emails, Mr. ToKini or ToKini-san. It happens all the time. Even Japanese people sometimes. They're like, ToKini-san.
ね、
I'm like, I'm not.
まあしょいい。
It would be funny if my name was Andrew ToKini. Like, what are the odds? It'd be cool. I know it's lazy to ask instead of looking, but have you made a video talking about how you learned Japanese before? I plan on doing a language school there, and I enjoy seeing my teachers' stories. Many years ago, I did a video on how I learned Japanese. I did. I should redo it because I'm better at it now. I'm better at videos now, but I did do one about 4 years ago. It's how I think it's just how I learned, how I became conversationally fluent in Japanese is, I think, the title of the video. It's embarrassing to look back at them. At the same time, it's like I've never created a video really before that. So it's not that bad considering. Sometimes Andy, sometimes Ando. You'll only ever know if all the beer is missing from your fridge. Soka, nice name. Always interesting when a placeholder name becomes the brand. I think it happens a lot. My thought was time to be with Andy. Yeah, that is like the main one, but it has that secret Nagano connection. For starters, Andy. How to learn Japanese in 2024. Yeah, I have that as a... Well, that wouldn't necessarily be how I did learn Japanese. Like, it's not my story, but that is a video of it. It's on the back burner right now. You should have an alt account. ToKini Ando. I thought about that. I actually almost made a ToKini Ando account. But, I'm not sure, like, who the target would be. Like, Japanese people tend to really like Ando-san. It could just be because he speaks Japanese, so that's the only ones of my videos that they understand. But they seem to get a kick out of him. So I guess the target would end up being Japanese people. But if I added English subtitles, I guess anyone could watch it. Someone has idea that's what it'll become, Dan. How to learn Japanese in 2025. That's what it's going to be in the end, right? Someone has already forgotten that we only refer to him as ho ho ho. Bring it back. Oh yeah, I love it. I feel like thanks to Ando, I'll be able to speak only... Yeah, fair enough. It's funny because I don't think I've mentioned alcohol on this channel in like 2 or 3 years because I haven't drank alcohol in like forever. And Ando-san hasn't really shown up since the visual novel thing, and he got panned, widely panned. Nobody liked him on that. Like, there was a few people, old-timers liked him. But most people did not like Ando-san in that video. And I think... I was thinking about this the other day. What happened to Ando-san. And Ando-san came very naturally because he was like all of my to use Ando-san, I need to be like insecure about certain things or like actually like, you know, the secret feelings people you have about yourself can come out in a character like that. And it was really fun to just bring all that up to the surface and let him go wild. But as I've gone along with like creating this ToKini thing, it's become harder and harder to do Ando-san because I have less and less time to like think poorly of myself. I don't know if that sounds like conceited or whatnot, but yeah, it's become hard to do Ando-san because of that, I think. But I would like to somehow bring him back, but I'm gonna have to dig way deeper to get him to come back up, I feel like. Yeah. Way deeper. Wait, does Ando-san teach English? That would be interesting. I did a video of him. He was going to start teaching Japanese. It was just yabai. I like the Nagano feeling in 2025, hoping to go to Japan with my son as a graduation present, hoping to do 6 to 12 weeks. That would be awesome. Maybe including a language intensive. That'd be sick. I made the clip, but I can't send it here. All right, no worries. Can I send it to Discord? Of course. You can share it in media share. I think is the channel. If you're not a member of the site, then that channel might not be open. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at what's open. They're merging. Discord probably the best, yeah. All right, guys. So Yuki is almost done.
Hi.
Oh, she is done.
OK
We'll probably have to erase this background.
そうだね。
We didn't get to talk about this, so let's just move it.
はいそっか菜の花畑
We never talked about our picture from Yuki today.
はい
Okay.
じゃん、もうちょっと似てねえかななんか白抜きできなくてすいません太くてペンが多分ねこれね髪なんか毛の色がさ白だからさこの本当はまつげがさ白なんかなんていうの枠が
She said for real her eyebrows should be white, but because the pen is too
そう
thick,
そう
she can't make
ち
those
ょっ
show
と
up
ごめん
well.
ねじゃあ違う感じになっちゃうけどこちらは多分白金さんだと思います
She believes this one is the Shirogane-san.
違うかな
The Shirogane version. Minami said, da!
だ
Mysterica says, とてもかわいい.
ありがとうご
Serious
ざいます
Europe says, cute! かわいいです
あ
says
りがとうご
Distinct
ざい
Gamer.
ます
That's your Ghost Gamer, thanks. We never heard back from, who's it, Cody?
そうそうコーリーさんねこの
Cody さん。本当は
扇風機になってくれた
違うビデオでなったのかなあそこでドーナツを食べましょうか。
ねいいですよね
食べましょうか
食べましょうか
食べましょうか。Yeah, let's eat some donuts.
そう
Let's get the
私
center
が
again.
ドーナツを食べましょうか
そうです。
私が
そうドーナツを食べましょう
そう
か。
私が
Shall I eat the donuts?、Shall I eat the donuts for you so you don't have to? あそこのドーナツを食べましょうか。I love it! Don't let Shirogane see this through. She's a tsundere, so we know how they'll play out. Very good. What's the particle O? What is the particle O?
Object
Is that a philosophical question? The particle O. Sometimes read as ho, never ho, wo. Sometimes people say wo just to emphasize it, but usually it's just read as o. That marks the object of a verb. So there must be an actor, there must be a verb, and the thing marked by wo, o, is the thing that is being acted upon by the verb. That's all. That's it. That's everything. That's everything you need to know about o. Clip that. Rising intonation. Shall I eat your donuts? Oh, little edit there. Ghost Gamer says, I love it. Guillerme Muller kana. Hey Andy, haven't watched your stuff in a while, but you helped so much at the start of my journey with Japanese. I'm forever grateful. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much for stopping by. Tabemashou ka. Katakana for rising intonation. No idea. No, it won't work, unfortunately. But it's not a bad idea. Tabemashou ka. It's hard to tell in writing, to be honest. But I mean, if there's context, you know that the person's not being. If they're not that type of person, you know they'd be different. Screenshotted. We'll save that for you. By the way,
そうかこれ
we
今
never
日
talked
の
about this. Our
そう
future
か
dream.
私たちの春の夢が
Our spring
あり
dream.
がとうございますゴーストゲーマーさん
Italicized kind of. Good work. Forgot the question marks is this. Yeah, that can help. Although I don't think people use the question marks even then. This is a nanohana batake. This is a type of flower that's used for
そうもうちょっとでねシーズンになると思うんだよみんなキャノーラ畑ある
for canola oil. I've never seen a canola.
こういうフィールド
I've never seen one
フラワーフ
in
ィ
New
ールド
Jersey.
マ
I don't
ジ
know. I don't think so. It's very common in Japan. So yeah, this is us thinking about raising nanohana, canola flowers,
はい
and creating oil from them naturally,
うん
and having a couple bee boxes
はい
with Japanese
ね
Japanese bees, because there's a type of bee that's native to Japan,
蜂蜜食べたいよね
and also making honey.
はい
And when we retire from ToKini Andy, doing a little farm, living off the bare minimum of a little farm. That's our secret dream, guys.
で
It could come true one day.
このさ、
い
もうちょっとでさ、この菜の花の
うん
お花畑シーズンになるんですよ。
So in a little bit in Japan, it'll become the season where all of these nanohana
うん、
are grown. Lots of places grow these in Japan. You'll see them in lots of different places. Some places will use them. They'll grow them in like the rice fields
うんうんうん
before they plant the rice because they'll bloom. They'll be ready to harvest just before that. So when they harvest these, then they turn all over the ground and then make the rice.
うん、
So yeah, it's almost that season.
そう、みんなのさところにはないのかな。ない。
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one back in this. I'm sure there are places, but I don't think not a lot of people have like places to grow this kind of stuff or make their own oil or stuff. You'll see this on like industrial size farms, but I think if you might not have access to media share, If not, you could just throw it into the non-members areas. You could just throw it on the website questions or something, create a thread there, or yeah, that would be fine. Just throw it in there because I don't think you have access to anything else unless you have media share. You could throw it in feedback in admin and just put a note there that Andy told you to put it there. That would be fine too. What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi. Wasabi. What's up, bee? Ah, okay, I
す
got it.
ごい。それさ、いいよ、めっちゃ。
Will there be Wagotabi gameplay today? There might be. That's up to you guys. We'll throw a poll up. We'll go ahead and watch the video one more time. Or maybe we won't. I mean, you guys watched the video, right? It's up to you. Why don't we do a poll? Why don't we do a poll now? We can see what you guys think. Do you want to watch the video together? Or do you want to play some Wagotabi? Or do you want to do something else? Start a poll.
これ
What?
ですか。
Oops. I keep
こ
forgetting
の
that's the
さ、
name.
あれは
Should
やら
we
ない
do?
の？この漢字クイズ。
Watch new video together. Wagotabi gameplay.
うん。
Or
うん。この
Kanji QUIZ.
そうそう、漢字クイズ。まあ、私がドローイング
Hi,
し
start
て、
poll. There
み
you
んな
go.
が漢字を当てるというスタイル。
Canola means Canadian oil because the real name is rapeseed and the marketers thought the name would have a negative effect on sales, so they named it canola. Interesting. There's no canola flour. Yeah, no, I was literally saying that to avoid saying the real name of the flour because I'm not convinced, which I just said it actually, I'm not convinced that YouTube bots that police videos and demonetize them. I'm not convinced that they would notice that I was saying the name of a flower instead of a topic that you generally don't discuss on YouTube videos. So I intentionally didn't name it that, but I didn't know that you couldn't even call it canola flowers. But that's just interesting. I didn't know that it was Canadian oil. That's very cool. Out west, they grow great giant fields of it. Oh, in the Dakotas, eastern Montana, and Canadian prairies and plains. Okay, that makes sense. It's a nice, much cooler environment up there. Cool. Yeah.
なんか日本ではさ、桜が終わったらちょうどゴールデンウィークぐらいのさシーズンで、菜の花がさ咲くからそれみんな見に行くじゃないですか。
So when like the sakura cherry blossom season ends, everyone goes to then see the flowers, the nanohana flowers. Just add a G to the beginning of it, and you're safe. Fair enough. Do you guys eat nanohana? Yes, they're very good.
はい。
I like them. They're quite good, and like fried stuff especially. But yeah, we'd probably use some for eating and make some oil from some. Maybe someday.
ねえ、いいよね。
Could be. But especially the honey. That would be fun. How do I say, what is that thing called in Japanese? I was trying to ask about what the bee is called. Is it 日本語でその虫は何と言いますか?
Ah,
That would work.
はい、
That would
合ってま
work.
す。
That would be correct. That's very good.
あ、さっきのバンボービーちょっとバンボービー
日本ミツバチだった？
違う。あ、日本ミツバチはハニービーです。普通のハニービー、ね。
The type of honeybee that we were thinking about would be 日本
そう、バンボービーはね
ミツバチ、
こういうトランスフォームするやつだよね。こういう感じのやつで。トランスフォーマーによく出るやつだよね、それ。
The type that goes in Transformers. What is that called?
バンボービーじゃない。
Bumblebee. 日本語では
本物の蜂の方、映画はバンブルビーだよ。
Oh, in the movie, yeah, but the bee は
クマンバチかな。
クマンバチ。クマバチ Like a bear? Like a bear bee?
そう。
Interesting. They kind of look like woolly bears. So bumblebee in Japanese might be a bear bee. Kumabachi. But anyway, the type that you that do honey with
こ
in
れだよ
Japan.
ね。あ、違う？
ちょっと違う。
じゃあちょっと。
That's a carpenter bee. So bumblebees and carpenter bees are a little bit different. Carpenter bees, they.
これ日本にいないかも、この
I
ふ
thought
わ
we
ふ
saw
わの
one
や
of
つ。
those
本当？
fuzzy ones the other day. But yeah, carpenter bees, they drill holes into wood and they make nests in them. Well, they don't drill. I guess they eat holes into the wood.
マルハナバチというやつらしい。
マルハナバチ is
見たことない、こんなふわふわのやつ。
この前外行ったんだよ。
それクマバチですよ。
いや。
いや、ほんと真っ黒だったじゃん、お腹が。
いや。
これいないよ、これいない。
本当？ Okay. So I guess there's only carpenter bees. Anyway, yeah, the mitsubashi bachi are quite cool.
マルハナバチというらしい。
Bumblebee is マルハナバチ。でもこの人はバンブルビーは何と言いますかって言ってなくて、その蜂っていう言葉がわかんない。
ああ、蜂ね。
But just bee in Japanese, of course, is 蜂。蜂。
ちなみに wasp も蜂です。
Wasps are also apparently 蜂。I could always Google these, but it's more fun asking from a primary source. Of course. Happy to ask. I'm happy to answer.
なんでアンディが聞くの？
なんで俺が聞くんだ？確かに。Alright, let's see how the poll is doing. It looks like Wago Tabi gameplay is very close together with watch the new video together. We'll give that a few more minutes if someone else wants to answer. I don't like that it doesn't show up here for me. But it is looking like that. They share a name. That's sacrilege. All right. Yeah. So we'll probably go ahead and do that in a little bit then. We want to try and get the kanji decks today. 41% on Wagotabi gameplay. Okay. Looks like, but watch video together is at 38%. Kanji quiz looks like it's on a losing streak today. People, we've done enough quizzing on that. I think people have got the meanings down. That's at 22%. Fair enough. We can, of course, like, wait. Watch the new video together and Wagotabi gameplay are tied. So it might be a little bit of both of those. I mean, the new video is only 9 minutes. Watch the new video together is at 40%. Wagotabi gameplay. Whoa, but it's back at 30%. Okay. It's fluctuating quite a bit. Watch new video together, 40%. Wagotabi gameplay, 37%. We'll keep going for another minute or two. But yeah, the new video is short, so we could do that. This is the exact kind of content I've been missing on your channel. Great stuff, says Z. Comment on the new video.
Wow.
That's
この
nice.
バンブルビーの話してる？
I think the Japanese version called Bumble only, and when he upgraded to Gold Bug. Gotta go. Anki is a cruel mistress, says Distant Gamer. Haha, enjoy. All right, so I guess we'll pop up the new video. It looks like that's gonna win there. 41% said new video, then Wagotabi gameplay at 39. So if we have some time, we will continue the game after that as well. So we've ended the poll, and it looks like it's not showing up. Okay, that's cool. Thanks. I think I have to open up the live stream. There we go. Okay, I'm talking to myself there.
これみんなにはさ、
Oh wow,
できてる？
the poll ended with a tie. Okay, so I guess we got to do
そう
both.
なんだ。
Okay, interesting. When I clicked end, it was 41% watch new video and 38 Wagotabi, but now they're tied. So I guess we'll just do both. We'll go through the video nice and quickly. Hopefully we can get some new fun points out there. Math ain't mentioned on the results, Chief. No. After I pressed it, someone must have voted again. There's an artist who does YouTube shorts who draws really cute bees and other. Oh, nice. What's Yuki working on over here, by the way? What's this?
バンブルビー。
Oh, it's a bumblebee. Okay, she's working on Bumblebee himself. Okay, sweet. So I'll come back to that when she's finished, and we'll jump into the video. Boom. Let's go home. How's the volume? Shall we go home? Shall I go home? No, you didn't click on the wrong video. I really am going to explain why you may be using the volitional conjugation ましょうか wrong. But these sentences are super relevant, so humor me for a minute. Let's go home. What's the feeling of that sentence? To me, it sounds like the speaker thinks it's time to go home, and there's no nuance of them looking for the listener's opinion. It's time to go. The speaker is saying so. How about let's homing? Yes. Let's going. Super Japanese.
Nah.
Oh, God, it's so weird. I don't understand how that managed to get into the lexicon of Japanglish. Like it's on signs in this city created by the government, and the government has native English speakers working for them who are supposed to correct it. So this happens a lot in Japan. People always think why don't these companies hire a like a native for 10 minutes to check their signs? And the thing is that they do a lot. But then they decide to not listen to their advice. So like this happens way more than you think. People will be like, "Hey, can you check this for me?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, this is not going to work. This is very bad English." And they'll be like, "Oh, well, we like it." And then they just keep it. So it's possible that someone did tell them that "let's walking" is not English, and they said, "Well, you're not the target." So they just kept it. They're not getting trolled. They're just, I don't know. So it's possible that that's part of it. It's now Japanese. Let's walking is Japanese. Anyway, shall we go home? That's true. To me, it sounds similar to the last sentence, like the speaker is thinking it might be time to go home, but they're less sure of themselves. Am I correct there? Does that make sense? The let's go to the movies versus shall we go to the movies? The one is like it's sort of an invitation, but it's also like it's sort of a question, asking for a response, eh? While there are times where this might be a rhetorical question, many times it is asking for the listener's input. Finally, we have the rhetorical situation. I feel is someone mentioned a phrase earlier, like shall we? That's kind of rhetorical. You're kind of asking for a response, but not necessarily. That's why I kind of feel like 行きましょう and 行きましょうか as being shall we go. I still don't think it quite works. I still feel like it's let's go. Both of them. Shall I go home? This is the most different from the other two because only the speaker will be Kentucky, and they're definitely asking for the listener's input. So, what does this have to do with the volitional verb conjugation ましょう and specifically ましょう with the That's true, Christian. Good point. Question marker. ましょうか? I'm going to get into that in 20 seconds or so, but quickly, to conjugate a verb into its ましょう conjugation, we use the mas stem of a verb and just attach ましょう instead of ます. All right, quiz time. Well, no, so we'll show this. To go becomes 行き and we tack on ましょう.
行きましょう.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out this video. All right, quiz time. We're going to give you a random verb, and then you are going to conjugate it into the ましょう form. Okay? So the first random verb is going to be 歩く, to walk. 歩く. Oh, Yuki's going to show it to you. 歩く. Right, there you go.
ここね.
Love that camera angle. Thank you.
歩く.
歩く, to walk. How would you conjugate that into the ましょう form? Let me know in chat. Oh. Hayai. Minami, not quite. That would be the past tense. 歩きました. Nimitz the fish and Lamey the clown in second with Come to Japan Dan. With a question mark in third. Very good. Urlaub im Alltag is correct. Yes. Space Core as well. Arukimashou. Very good. I gotta go this time. This week is busier than the other, so I can't stay until it's over. No worries, Ghost Gamer. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for the commission. Have a great day. Chobear. Arukimashou. That is correct. That is the correct one. Okay, let's see. Let's get another verb out there. Yuki, why don't you pick a verb for us?
歩きましょうか。
違います。ユキは新しい動詞を選んでください。
はい。じゃあ、セットフレーズでもいい？
いいよ。
じゃあ、音楽を 聞く。あ、ひらがながいいね。
はい。音楽を聞く。Alright, why don't you type that out and conjugate it into the ましょう form. ましょう form. 音楽を、早い。
早い。
Space Core got there immediately. 音楽を聴きましょう。
はい、いいですね。
さよなら。音楽を聴きましょう。Yes, 音楽を聴きましょう。Very good. 音楽を聴きましょう。音楽を聴きましょうか？音楽を聴きましょうか？そう、聴きましょうか？ Shall I listen to music for you? 音楽を聴きましょう。はい、okay, good. You guys got the conjugation. Now let's do one more tricky one. The next one is 食べる。
はい。
食べる。
こっちにするか。
食べる。No, you can use either one. If we were being very strict, then the one that Misa, I believe, who did it first? Urlab-san used is the technically correct one, but you can use both. That is it.
漢字がか。
Space, who was first there? Nimi's the fish. Yes, 食べましょう. Space Core, 食べましょう. Lamy the clown, 食べましょう. Excellent. Minami is also there in 4th with Urlab in 5th. Come to Japan Dan in 6th. Chobear in 7th. Misa estudiando in 8th. And Kamish in 9th with 5 Toes Love Bear in 10th. And Alex in 11th. Very good job, guys. Okay. Yeah, so you guys got Masho down. We're good to continue with the video. You know what we're talking about. Okay. Go right here or the one I'll link to in the description. Anyway, let's take a look at a popular Japanese to English dictionary, jisho.org, which uses an open source database for definitions that many other dictionary apps also use. The entry for masho on its own without the ka question marker says it means I'll or let's. As for the version with the ka question marker, mashouka, it says shall I, shall we. Simple enough, I guess. Simple enough, although shall I and shall we are not really the same, are they? If we take the verb kaeru, which means to go home, get its ma stem, kaeri, and add it already popped up.
帰りましょう。
It means let's go home. And if we add ka,
帰りましょうか?
it should mean shall we go home? It should, right?
Based in the dictionary.
Well, not so fast. Let's complicate things by taking a look at what the popular Japanese textbook Genki says. By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear the sort of like the mystery music in the background. Fun little tidbit here. That's Dan. I asked him after he finished editing the video. I was like, actually, can we add a little bit of music? Like just some chill background music. I didn't give any direction onto what kind of music. And he threw in some of this like detective-y music. And I ended up changing a little bit, but I went with the theme because he had a good point. It was like we're digging into the mystery of Masho. And I like the idea so much that that's why the thumbnail is the way it is. So that's kind of cool. Thank you, Dan. I was just wondering if you guys could hear it. In lesson 5 of Genki, you'll find the following entry. Replace the mas ending with masho or mashouka, and you'll get the Japanese expression for let's. And this is just another example of why Genki is weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, the explanation is fine. But, like, I don't know. I feel like you can't say, this is how we do this. These both mean let's, no explanation. And then the second sentence is shall we. I mean, yes, they are similar. But no mention of that? They don't. Nobody considers that that's going to be confusing. 100%. I think what happens here is someone writes this, and then another person writes the sentences, and then another person does the translations, and nobody checks. That's what I think happened with Genki. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it is a little Harry Potter, isn't it? But let's look at the sentences they give us.
一緒に図書館で勉強しましょう。
The first ends in masho, and it's translated as let's. Let's study in the library together. 一緒に means together, by the way. We'll use that later, so make a note of it in the back of your mind. Notes.
あそこでコーヒーを飲みましょうか?
Shall we drink coffee over there? The second sentence ends in mashouka and is translated as shall we, despite Genki saying a moment ago that it also means let's. If we're talking about overall intention, let's and shall we are similar, and I suppose you could argue that shall we in English is basically a question form of let's. Yes, that is correct, Space Core. But you'll still see people use the second one just for listening to music, like all the time. But the first one is definitely more accurate, I think, for listening to music, eh?
そうだね。そう。だけどね、そこまで厳しく使い分けていないと思う。ニュース以外ね。
These two aren't as... It's definitely, the first one is more accurate for listening to music. And beyond like news and maybe novels and whatnot, people don't actually split them up that strictly, especially this verb, interestingly.
その厳しく、なんていうの、講演会とかの時とかニュースとかそういうオフィシャルのところでは聞くをちゃんと正しく書くのが当然なんですけど、
in official
in general のそのカンバセーションの中では、両方聞くだし、書くときは友達同士で書くときはほとんど新聞の文っていう字だと思う。
In like very official documents and in news and in like just official settings, they'll split them up quite strictly. But the second one's easier to write. So people who are just communicating between friends and stuff will generally use the second one in both situations. So it's good to know. I think it's part of the fundamental problem of trying to explain Japanese grammar in terms of English grammar. Oh, 100%. But it's also a huge issue with large groups writing a book together. If someone's not checking everything, there's going to be issues. I think there was always so much confusion about shall that is the reason people don't use it anymore. That makes sense. That makes sense. But wait, there's more to this puzzle. If this were the only issue, I never would have even made this video. But I'm going to argue in a minute that the sentence about coffee that you just heard does not mean shall we drink coffee over there at all. Let's turn to less. Yeah, it's a weird word, eh? I don't really use it. Just the shall we. And even shall we sounds a little bit like too formal. I don't know. Lesson 6 in Genki. We again have mashouka. This entry says that mashouka can also be used to mean let me do X for you. Their example is
荷物を持ちましょうか?
Shall I carry your bag? So, wait. The sentence from lesson 5 meant shall we, and this one is shall I do something for you? How can you tell which one is being used? Is this one of those you can only tell from context things that Japanese always seems to have? And yet Japanese people just learn shall as polite let's. That's it. Polite let's. That's how they're taught. ね。でも、ほとんど使われてないよね。
ね。
Dan
ポライ
says
トだと習ったのにな。
ね、でも違うよね。
それいつから使ってない？15年ぐらい前
？70年前でももうほとんどの人はどういうふうに使えばいいかわからなかったらしい。今、グラミに言われて。Dan says he had fun with this part. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. The answer to that is no. Listen to these two sentences and see if you can spot the difference.
帰りましょうか。帰りましょうか。
Did you hear it? Just in case, I'll show you.
帰りましょうか。帰りましょうか。
In the first sentence, the intonation on the ka question marker goes down, making it sound kind of like an offhand statement. And the intonation on the second sentence goes up, making it sound like a question. You will hear... Keep in mind this is a little bit different from pitch accent. It's a little bit different. Both of these in Japanese, but they actually have wildly different nuances. The first one is the one that I think Genki was trying to teach in lesson 5. And it really does mean let's X. Yes, having the ka might soften it up a little bit more than not having it by making it sound a little more offhand while still being like a question. They're quite different. Or almost like you're talking to yourself. But 帰りましょうか。帰りましょうか? It's not necessarily looking for a response from the listener. An exception to this, though, is when used with a question word.
何を食べましょうか?
The only English that would work for this sentence is something like, what shall we eat? And in that case, ましょうか, and not the only English, but like, you know, with dropping intonation really does mean shall we. There are also some cases where you can tell from context that a speaker is looking for somewhat of a response from the listener. Or at least, like if, like in a situation where there's like a problem and someone is clearly like at a crossroads and they're like, 右に行きましょうか. And he turns and looks at all the people. He's like, which way should, says that. There's some room there for the other person to respond. So that's the kind of situation I'm talking about. I just looked up in my old dictionary and it said mostly replaced by will, mostly used in legal documents. だって。ほとんどの場合、shall は will に変わって、
そうなんだ。
それ以外は、legal documents ね。At least making some, thank you. And that's an old dictionary, she said.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Some kind of suggestion. Shall we could be an acceptable translation there as well.
C さんが来れませんと言っていました。じゃあ、キャンセルしましょうか。
Mr. C said he can't come. Well, shall we cancel then? Although this almost feels more like, I guess we'll cancel then. A lot of work is being done by that ja or well then. And really, I still think let's might be a better translation here. But hold on. Let's and shall aren't that different, right? So is all of this really such a big deal? Well, it actually is, but not because of all that. It's because ましょうか with rising intonation is a bit more dangerous than you might think. Genki Lesson 6 is, I believe, teaching the rising intonation version of ましょうか. And do you remember them saying it's often used to offer assistance? Well, this is always the case. It would definitely be nice to have this kind of information in the textbook when they teach, hey, this is the same thing, but it's different. But what's the difference? Just the meaning. Well, how do I tell? Don't worry about it. It's never shall we. It's always shall I do X for you. And if you don't think that's a big deal for some reason, check out these sentences.
帰りましょうか。帰りましょうか。
Shall we go home? Shall I go home for you? One is a suggestion and even sort of an invitation. And the second one? I'm offering to get out of your way. How you see like two people fighting, a couple. You're a third wheel on like you're going somewhere. And they're like, they start fighting. You're like, 帰りましょうか? Should I leave? That's what it sounds like. How about this sentence that some of you may remember from the Genki exercises?
一緒にバドミントンをしましょうか。
Shall we play badminton together?
一緒にバドミントンをしましょうか。
This is one of the main reasons, this sentence here, that I think I felt like we should make this video. And that is because we have these challenges on the website where students each lesson have a chance to record themselves doing one of the exercises from Genki, or there's some shadowing challenges as well. But anyway, they'll record themselves, and then we will correct the recordings. And for this badminton one, I'd say 75% or more of students, when they're inviting the other person in the conversation to play badminton, use the second sentence. 一緒にバドミントンをしましょうか? With the rising intonation. And we always sort of felt like, well, it feels weird. Something's weird about it. But it's not technically wrong. So most of the time we didn't actually correct that until we actually thought about it and we're like, wait a second. No, wait, these might actually be different. And then we discussed it and we had to talk about it. And we're like, oh yeah, well, this is the difference. And we realized that it's wrong what they were saying. So from that point on, when we realized that, we started correcting it. But a better way to do an actual invitation for this would be, 一緒にしませんか? しませんか is the better invitation for a person who you're not like super close with. So しませんか is straight up invitation. Or the first one. 一緒にバドミントンをしましょうか would be fine as well. Right. Shall I play badminton together with you? One sounds like an invitation, albeit archaic, and one sounds like I think you're lonely. The English is archaic, not the Japanese. I need a friend to play badminton with you. I will give you the honor of my presence at badminton. I'm offering... That was good. Dan did good with that. The reason I say this is because I asked him to make it sound like sort of this. Let's bring that up quick.
あ、私の
そう、俺のもあるんですよ。what was the name of that video? Oh, it's on the main page, I guess.
As for me ってやつだよね。
そう。あれ？
わがじゃない？
It's わがね。はい。I think it's in the list of first videos you should watch. Or not. Oh, there it is. Okay. This one. Anyway, Yuki responds with,
はじめまして。
to be sure, but...
I know not who these other folks are, but this is Ando-san.
A wonderful intro. I gave him that as an idea for something to do with that position, and he did very good. He got the feeling of it perfectly. Where's Yuki's? Yuki did a part like that too in this video. Was that later? Oh, right here. Here it is. Ready? Watashi wa would be like her saying,
I don't know who these other people are, but as for me, I'm Yuki.
Anyway, Ando-san responds, Yoroshiku. Oh my god, the Star Spangled Banner for the fancy music. It's wonderful, isn't it?
恥ずかしいし、本当。
So good. And then this is what. I will give you the honor of my presence at badminton. I'm offering to play that little chime at the end was perfect. Perfect. I want more clips like this to edit. We'll put them in somehow. That got me, says Alex. It was good, right? I would pay top dollar to play badminton with Andy. Yuki is really good at badminton.
そんなことないです。
Really good. We played at a round 1 and she destroyed me. But it would be fun. We'll have to play sometime, Minami. Awesome editing, Dan, says 5-Toed Sloth Bear. I want that on a shirt too. As for me, I am Yuki. No context. As for me, I'm Yuki. Secret badminton pro. Yeah. Badminton with you as a favor. That's what this sentence means. The old dictionary says should is the past tense, but we use should for future too. Just emphasize the confusion. Oh gosh, yeah. English.
バドミントンを
This is why I always tell people like I'm not good at English. I don't know anything about it. It's just I don't know. I don't understand, and it seems like nobody really does. But
しましょうか
Shall I play badminton together with you? Mashouka, with the rising intonation, is always the offering help or offering something meaning. Mashou and mashouka, with the dropping intonation, would both just be, really, let's play badminton together. With shall we play badminton together also being an acceptable translation, I guess. I think that the overall issue is that dictionaries, textbooks, and honestly not a single YouTube video by foreign or native Japanese teachers that... Until today, apparently. Like, literally today, apparently, I can't remember his name, Kaname something or other, released a video on Ka. Literally today. So, good timing. I could find. And I did check quite a few. Mentioned that the intonation on Ka was even a thing, let alone a important thing. And a pretty important thing at that. By the way, what the original Genki sentence about coffee would have meant if it were the rising intonation version is...
あそこでコーヒーを飲みましょうか
I don't think I've heard the Japanese anthem very often. なんかゲームのなんか大会の前に流せるよね。違う。
この
日本の国歌。
あ、そうそう。
So it's used like in the States maybe before tournaments and stuff and games, but not as you don't hear it as much as I think we hear our national anthem. I don't think. They'll play it at the Olympics, of course.
そうだね。
Probably before なんか野球試合の前に流れるのかな。
あ、それは学校の校歌じゃない。
それ高校だけど大人のリーグだとどうかな。
あ、そっかそうだね。そうか。
I've never been to a baseball game in Japan, so I don't know if they do it. I don't know if they do it or not. I feel like it's not as common as we in the American national anthem.
なんか私が国 学生だった時はその卒業式とかによく歌いましたけど、
Okay, they'd sing it during the
今は違うか
the
もね。
graduation ceremony. Interesting.
今は違うかも。
Okay, maybe they don't anymore. Dan says during school ceremonies they still do. Please correct intonation going forward. I'll try to remember to ask. Will do.
はい、わかりました。
Shall I have coffee with you over there? You lonely, lonely thing. Genki most likely was aiming at this.
あそこでコーヒーを飲みましょうか。
That one Let's have coffee over there. And arguably, shall we would also be a fine translation. On a side note, here's Yeah, no, same. People always would ask me, what's the progressive? I also get that, what is it, like the past perfect and things like that. I'm like, huh? What? I don't know. Another useful point. All of this is true for the short form versions of the volitional as well. We've only been talking about the polite forms up until this point.
一緒に行こう。
And
一緒に行こうか。
are both let's go together. And I'm sure that would happen in America too, for what it's worth. And
一緒に行こうか
means, shall I do you the favor of going with you? So be careful out there. また次のビデオで会いましょうね. I feel like the end screen here just pops over everything, and it's the shortest you can make these videos. I couldn't do anything about it because this next part is already built into the video as well, like this. So I couldn't fix that. But it's kind of funny how it just pops up over my face. また次のビデオで会いましょうね. That's me. Alright. Alright, that was good. Thank you guys. I saw check out. Okay, answer that. I love on a side note, and you use the side shot. Nice. That's all Dan. That's all Dan. Very good, Dan.
あり
Thank
がとう
you.
ございます。
They always selectively choose which interviews to include to make their point. Yes, 100%. 100%. And they probably offer people a few bucks too to make sure they answer terribly. All right, guys. That was good. Is it almost Wago Tabi time, I wonder? Boom.
はい。
What does this guy think? Bumblebee.
そ
What
う。
does
こ
he
れ
think?
ね、私がこの
Minami says, I do have another question about ka, if that's okay. When asking A or B, I notice sometimes it's omitted at the end of the sentence. Example, A ka B or A ka B. Ka. Is there a difference there? Ah. So you're not talking about the question marker ka. You're talking about or. The or ka. Sushi ka, ramen ka. どちら? Hi, okay. Just like really quickly off the top of my head before we answer more in depth and let Yuki have a go at it as well. Like just off the top of my head, like just naturally coming to me. If I was answering a question, like what do you feel like eating? Sushi ka ramen. Like if it's casual, I could just end it there without the second ka there. But if I wanted to ask a full question, sushi ka ramen ka dochira tabetai desu ka? If I wanted to be like, which do you want to eat, sushi or ramen? Then you need the second ka there for sure to connect to the next part. So sushi ka ramen or a comma. Sushi ka ramen. Dochira. Dochi tabetai?
カンマの場所
But no, not comma. You need like a pause there in conversation to make, like you can't just say sushi ka ramen dochi tabetai. Like we'd probably have a pause between there. But generally speaking, I think like if we're strictly speaking, technically it's supposed to be there, I believe. So sushi ka ramen ka dochi tabetai. But in conversation, it might get dropped for a pause in the sentence instead. But as an answer, just sushi ka ramen tabetai. So the second ka, I think, might be the question ka that shows up in lesson, I believe, 9 in Genki. Not the question ka, but the one that marks the previous part as like sort of nominalizes it for the next question word.
そう、question mark within the なんちゃらってやつですよね。
It's a terrible name for the part, but
レッスンね、元気2のレッスン20か21だったと思う。
そうなんだ。Okay, so it might be Genki too. So
結構後の方に出る。
So ka can basically nominalize things like the nominalization no in koto, but for question words. So like 食べるかどうか, then you have to add どうか would be like whether or not eat, something like that, or 行くか決めてない、決まってない、決めてない、決まってない。
そうだね。それの時はなんかそのクエスチョンマークが必要だからいつ行くかとか。
Right. Then you don't have どうか。かどうか is if it's yes or no.
そう。
And then just か is if it's like an open type of question. But the point is that there's going to be a question word that comes after that second か. So if there is a question word after that the list, you must have that か. But it's not the same か. The first か it just means or, and the second か is nominalizing that list. Is how you could think about it.
なんかね、それね、ちょっと難しいやつだよね。
It's a difficult one, yeah. It's poorly explained in Genki, and I think I poorly explained it in my video as well. To be honest, I need to do a better explanation of that. But なんかしようとしてる。Yuki's gonna give you the pro view.
そう、ちょっとまとめてあげよう。まとめてあげようかなと思って。A が、映画を漢字で書いてごめんね。
So A が映画 is movie、映画をO particle 見るか、
わかりませんね。
わかりません。
ちょっとこのバンボビーはもうグッバイ。
This one of course it could also be 見るかどうかわかりません would be fine as well。
ちょっとグッバイしてこれはかどうかでwhether or not の質問ですよね、こちら。
かどうか is whether or not. Yeah, the か on its own is not whether or not. Because whether or not is a yes or no answer.
で、例えばこの A が何の映画を見る
か。
これね、わかりません。
So in this situation, it cannot be かどうか。It has to just be か。Because there's a what type of movie. So this is not a yes or no answer. It's type. There's as many types as there are. That's how many answers there could be.
これこうだよね。I don't know whether
whether THER
足りんくなったわ。whether A watch a movie ですね。
Right, whether A will watch a movie. And this one is, I don't know what type of movie A will watch. いいよ、書かなくても。
そうで、こっちが I don't know what movie A will watch だよね。
So that makes a difference. But basically, it's best to probably just think of that as like a nominalizer. Minami says, understanding they're not the same, cleared the fog. You're very welcome. My textbook said to use just ka instead of kadoka if there is a WH question word, what, where, when. If it comes before it, ne? If it comes before the ka, then yeah, just use ka. If it will always come after. There will always be some kind of a question afterwards. I think. Hold on. Taberu ka mada kimete masen. I mean, there's not always a question afterward. That's not true. No. Yeah, before the ka. Yeah, for sure. 100%. All right.
バンブルビーというトランスフォーマーです。トランスフォーマーのバンブルビーです。
Nimitsfish said, and I wonder if we could go back quick to Souka. There were too many comments before it got lost. Is that more I see or is that so? And like, how is it I see at all?
それね、私ワードリスト作ってるじゃないですか。
はい。
それにそのさ、そうですねとそうですかとそうですかクエスチョンマークで変えてそうですがあるのねこのワードリストの中に。
So in the vocabulary deck she's creating all four of these exist. And
でこれがそうですか
So this is the lower going down on the intonation on the ka.
で、このクエスチョンマークくっつけてるやつがそうですかで、is that so の方。
Similar to the video we just did. So the そうですか。
こっちが is that so。でもね、辞書 .org には両方出てくんですよ。そうですかは I see とこの 同じワードで I see と
It's a matter of the difference between the intonation and the cause, for sure.
これ I agree って感じか。
そうですね。I agree. そうですか。I see. And then そうですか。そうですか Is that so? And then そうです。That's right. Why it's that way?
Why?
That I have a bit more difficulty answering, but I do know that this one is that so, and this one is I see. Those are the differences. It's the intonation, once again, just like this last video. Why is one I'd have to dig into a little bit more. I can't answer that off the top of my head.
あ、これそうです。
It is, of course,
じゃな
it's
く
a set
て
phrase.
そうです
Another video
よ
topic.
にしてもいいのか。そうです。
I imagine it comes down to the different types of ka, which is probably what that kaname video covers. I guess the why doesn't really matter. Thanks, that's a super helpful list right there. You're very welcome. We're going to have to add this little bit about intonation into the Anki deck to differentiate them. Because people are going to be like, what? Why are there two entries for the same exact thing? That is the question for the Japanese etymologist, it seems. Yes, which I seem to be becoming slowly, but sure. Slowly, mostly in relation to kanji. But it's fun. But you could dig forever. So it's more nice to just know. Hey, this one, intonation down. So desu ka. I see. So desu ka? Is that so? If you're careful with that, you'll be good to go. And then the so desu ne is I agree. All right. Let's close this bad boy.
まあでもこれカジュアルだと分かりやすいかも。これですかつけるから分かりにくいかも。そうか。
そうだね。
これが
そうか。
そうかだったら。
Right. In casual speech, it's そうか. And then so is the casual question one. So it's very much the intonation. And that ka is... It probably has a meaning. I should probably watch the kaname video. All right. Let's see. Pop this bad boy up. And... Here's my good old desktop. Is it going to open for me today? No?
あれ
Oh, there it is. All right. Turn this down a bit. Go say hello to Ho Ho Ho.
ねえ
It's like learning the language of language. Getting into linguistics and etymology makes language learning so much easier. It can, yeah, for sure.
あちょっとうるさい
No, it's fine. Oh, well, not for me. It might be... Let me know how the sound is for you guys. It's a little bit too big. Let's go ahead and have Yuki play again today for a little bit.
マジ
We'll let her go at it.
頑張ります
All right. Passing the keyboard.
はい頑張ります
Hi, onegaishimasu. Yuki is Ando-san today.
これ
What do we have to do again?
WASD ですかこれ
Bruh. Yes, WASD.
はい
Unfortunately, spacebar does not jump. What does spacebar do? Oh, you talk. Okay.
なるほど
Mom,
はい
mom.
これサヌキに行きますって書いて
I
ある
think you
よ
have to go to Sanuki, yeah, and...
なんかこいつ星がついてるよこの
Oh, you have to
こ
talk
れ
to
なん
him.
か
Oops.
Ah.
You went to talk to his sister. He'll probably stop you when you walk out.
Ki.
Oh, just talk to the tree. Key. Audio's good. Yay. Yeah?
はい
たぬきうどんを食べますか
さぬきうどんを食べますかさぬきうどんを食べますかどっちだろうね
I would like to... I think it's a question. 食べますか
はいスタートテストだよ答えないんだね
はい。
はい
I
これどうやって
think you might have to click on this one.
あ
There you go. Trees talk in Japan. Yeah, they just say tree. I'm a tree.
はい
Battle
頑
time.
張るぞ
このゲーム何ですか
さぬ
says
きう
Holly.
どんを食べますかあこれ何これどうやんの
ちょっとマウスください。
はい
Play. Oh, we have the timer. So people, everyone in chat, you guys got to answer this. And then Yuki will type in what you give us as the answer. This game is called Wagotabi, Holy-san. So here you go. Here's the mouse.
はい
The question is, thank you. Tanaka-san, which one is the answer? We've got こんにちは、こんばんは、ありがとうございます。はじめまして。
はーい
Space Core says, 喋ってるキー says,
あー
Enemy Fish. ありがとうございます。
ありがとう
That is
ございます
correct. クリックかな
はい
Where's the
どこ
mouse?
マウスどこ
There it is.
あいました
はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Hello, water, please. All right, guys, give us the order. Hello,
これさ
water, please.
これさ、失礼だよね、ちょっと。
Oh,
ありがとうございます。
I think chat might be a little bit behind the video.
はい。Hello, water, please.
Oh, what do you guys
す
think?
ごい、
What do you guys think?
日本の発音ですね。
Hello, water, please. 喋る気か
あ、すごい。
こんにちは。水をください。
こんにちは。水をください。
Oh, very
はい
good, very good,
いい
very
です
good.
ね
Next is see you again.
田中さん。
そうはい、ニミツフィッシュありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうござい
はい、
ま
またね。こんにちは。あ、はい、はい。
うどんを食べます
Miss to the end. I think you might
す。
be
おー、
behind
素
the
晴ら
live
し
a little bit.
い。
If you're behind the live, hit the 2 times speed button. Just hit the settings and go to 2 times speed to try and catch up.
はい、ちょっと聞
One
く
more time
ね、もう一回。
うどんを食べます。
はい、
うどんも食べます。
はい。
はい。
いいかな。
ダメ。はい、what did you guys hear?
やばいぞ。私答えられないぞ。
はい、お願いします。
はいう
どんを
ありがとうございま
食べます。We should have put on ultra low latency.
す。ね、おはようございます。駅のメニューを食べますか？
Alright, good morning. Are you eating udon from the station?
うどん。
うどん。
うどんを食べます。
はい、correct. はい、
は
good
い
evening. Good evening.
田中さん、おはようございます。
早い。早い。
早いよね。ちょっとこのタイマーが気になるな。
やべえ。
やばいよ。あ、まださ、5個、8個もあるよ。
やべえ。こんばんは。はい、お願いします。外。
外
外。
外
I think so. Click it again.
あ、こっちよ。
外。
やべえ、外。
ディンディンディンディンディン。
お
オラブさん。
来た来た
合ってる合ってる。
よーし
はい、オッケー。
食べます。
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 佐藤 says from Japan. 食べます。
た
Come on, guys, I believe in you.
これ私。
Oh, oh, oh,
来た
Mrs. Studiando, yes.
早い。早いもんね、これ。
Nice,
きっと
nice. Yes.
ありがとうござ
田
います。
中さん、こんにちは。
田中
田
さん、
中さん、こ
こん
んにちは。
にちは。
おやばい、チカチカしてます
田中
よ。これ
田
やばい
中さん、
ですよ。
こんにちは。いいよ、いいよ。We're gonna leave it up to you
田
guys.
中
Maybe not. はい、OK, OK, OK. 田中さん、こんにちは。Very good. 田中さん、
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. We have こんにちは。
や
はじめ
ばいよ
まして。おはようございます。
こんにちは、
またね。
こんにちはでいい？
ブブーダメだったー。前のやつって答えてたと思うよ。
飲みます。
飲みます。飲みます。
おはようございます。
飲みます。飲み
なんと
ます。
ちらのようこそ。
あ、出た出た出た出た。飲みます。よし。
やばいぞ、これ。
はいあ、
わかったぞ。
which
こ
is
れ
above? Which is this one? It's above. Above. We've
ね
learned this one. On or above. Kanji. Oh, you're correct. Oh, so close. So close.
あーレッツトライアゲ
So
ンだ、
close.
これ。
はい、let's try again.
もう一回やりましょうかだ、こ
も
れ。
う一回やりましょうか。もう一回やりましょうか。やりましょう。
はい。
Could you repeat the name of the game, please? It's called Wago Tabi. If someone could type that in chat. It's not available yet. It's not going to be available to the end of the year. This is a playtest. But you can go to their website, Wago Tabi. I can't remember the dot something. You can check out their Steam page. And you can sign up for the beta. Thank you,
やば
Dan.
いよ。
Late to the stream. Seems like you're having a ton of fun. We are Radclaw. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, you guys ready? I don't think I can change the latency from the stream midstream, but let me see. If I could change the latency to like really low, I don't think I can change it midstream though. Let's see. Stream settings. No, I would have to end the stream. So we cannot, unfortunately, set
な
it
るほ
lower.
ど。やばいじゃん。ちょっとさ、
No,
作
it's fine.
戦練
We
ろ
can totally do it. Let's go again.
本当？
I know people weren't ready when we started it, so we're gonna start. You ready?
はい、わかりました。
We need to get the game is a Wagotabi bot. Yeah. All right, here we go. On your marks.
は
Get
い。
set. Go!
はい。
おはようございます。
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 おはようございます。ゆきもお願いします。
お願いします。
はい、
はい、
お願いします。お、は、
よ
やべえ。
ござま
違う。
ます。
Nice job, Yuki. はい。昨日。
昨日に猫がいます。
はい。昨日。There's a cat on the tree. There's a cat on the tree. On it. 上、中、下、2本。上。はい、OK! Very good
田中
job.
さん、こんにちは。
もう一回。
田中さん、こんにちは。
田中さん、こんにちは。田中さん、こんにちは。田中さん、こんにちは。Oh, 早い Nice
田
job.
中さん、こんにちは。
Nice job. はい。There is a dog under the tree.
はい。昨日に犬がいます。
はい。There's a dog under. Oh, Radclaw. 早い。はい。田中さん。
田中さん。
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very good job. Nice guys. ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
You forgot to ございます。But Radclaw got it. Okay.
はい。
I eat udon.
はい。
うどん
食べます。
食べます。Which particle? の、か、お、が。はい。ニミスフィッシュ。Very good job. はい。
猫は水を飲みます。
はい。Which is the kanji for 飲みます ?The kanji for 飲みます。
これはね、なんかにゃんみます。
にゃみます。はい。ハッピーベル
ありがとうございます。
お、もう一回。
またね。
またね。またね。
またね。
どうですお、早い。ハッピーベル。
またね。
Very good.
はーい。
To eat. 田中
田
さんは。
中さんは、か
To eat. 食べます。はい、
はい
お願いします。にゃんます。にゃんます。
日本にうどんがあります。
日本にうどんがあります。
うどんがあります。
日本にうどんがあります。I think we're gonna do it this time. 日本にうどんが。
うどんがあります。
Sorry.
これ入れる
Nope. 日本にうどんがあります。
うどん
が
あります。
Very good.
ありがとうございます
こ。んばんは。田中さん、こんばんは。
田中さん、こんばんは。
田中さん。
田中さん、忙しいね。
田中さん、こんばんは。
はい、
ありがとうござい
さん。
ます。
こんばんは。
Very good.
田中さんは家のにいます。
Mr. and Miss Tanaka is outside the house. Outside. はい、ニミスフィッシュ and ウラ、
素晴ら
thank
し
you.
い。家のにこれ読んでいいのか家の
4字いけない
だって。選べない。
はい、OK、OK。
おー
中。
た
Good,
す
good,
ご
good, good.
い。
Woo!
みんなすごいよ。
Yeah, very good job.
できた。
Woo!
みんな早い。
The latency boss was not an issue this time.
ありが
Awesome.
とうござい
Good
ます。
job, guys. All right, we're gonna get to go to Sanuki and eat udon.
これどこ押すんですかこれ。
The X button,
はい
I believe. Sanuki udon are my favorite. Are
まあ、
はい
いっぱいあるからじゃない？
Sanuki
種類が
udon is my favorite だと思います。
あ、そうなの？
There's a little edit for you
は
guys.
難しかった
あ
ね。
難しかったね。
みんな
All for 1 star. No mistakes. We were just too slow. Oh, go ahead and read the sign.
どこ？あ、これか。
So,
さぬき
Sanuki.
あ、
Okay,
さぬ
Sanuki
き
is
に
that
行
way.
くんだ。
The first time I was looking up the words for linguistics and etymology in Japanese. Fair enough. In Japan, you call. Missed it. Ooh, it's sunset. Oh my goodness, there's a drunk old man.
ど
It's
こ
the？Pokemon Drunk Man.
え、何これなんか死んでる。
見たことあるような気がする。あ、どこ行くの？
木。
木。
木か。これようこそ。
Oh, Yuki's gonna read our sign.
さ
Sanuki.
ぬき。
An Azure Sea, white sand beaches, and pine trees.
お
The
ー。
only places with trees in this. Snorlax. There's actually, but this guy is in the original game. In the original, not a Snorlax. There's a drunk guy in the very first town, or the second town. その人と話してよ。
この人と、
In the very first Pokemon game.
カビゴンじゃん、カビゴン。
カビゴン？
うん。この道に寝てる
あ、
カ
カビ
ビゴン
ゴンっていう。
ん
あ、でも、
スノーラ
ポケモンがね。
そう。
でも、in the very first game, when you get to the first town, there's a guy passed out. There's an old man passed out.
そうだっけ
In the Japanese version, he's drunk.
あ
But in the American version, he's not drunk.
じゃあ何してんの
He's just sleeping. So they removed the reference to alcohol in the American version because American is a little bit more Puritan in respect to alcohol. But in Japan, it's like super normal for there to be a drunk guy just falling asleep on the road. So in the Japanese version, it's still there. But in the English version, he's sober.
なるほ
He's
ど
just asleep. And then eventually, when you finish like some of the quest, I think his grandkid comes and wakes him up or something.
Oh.
The guy that teaches you how to catch Pokemon. Yeah, the guy that either teaches you how to catch Pokemon. Yeah, maybe that.
なんかそんなのあったかも。
あったよ. I just played the green like fairly recently.
はい。
Totally.
じゃ
Let's
あ
see what
話
he
しか
says.
けます。
Yeah, it is the guy that teaches you how to catch Pokemon. That's it. That's who it is.
うどん食べますうどん
I think we're not bringing him coffee. We're gonna bring him udon.
うどんを食べます
That's good. That's good. I like it.
なるほど。
Thumbs up for that. Okay. That's very cool. So we gotta give him udon.
これは誰だろ
Oh. Yeah.
こんばんは中田です
Hey, Nakata.
う。田中じゃないね。
Yeah.
日本のお茶を飲みますか
Oh,
Oh.
do you want some Japanese tea? Japanese. Oh, we're switched to English. Japanese green tea is a little bitter if you're not used to it. Sano-san no hon.
何この佐野さんの本って。
Ah, some other guy in the bridge lost his book too. That's right. We have a quest to find Sano-san's book. Let's ask.
ああ。
Oh,
佐野さんの本ですか
はい、佐野さんの本です。
hi.
ありがとうございます
Ah,
あ
no.
げるの
We're giving it. Ah, Sano-san told us to deliver it to Nakata-san at the tea place. That's what happened. Hi.
へえ。
Gengogaku is linguistics and Go Gengaku is etymology. Interesting how the Go and the Gen are reversed. That is interesting. Oh, wow. He's a slow walker. Ooh, he really likes that book.
そうなんだ。
The pixel art version of that
ありがとうご
drawing
ざ
in
い
the
ます
background is pretty awesome. You're welcome. Would you please thank Sano for me?
はい。
ありがとうございます
So you have to go back and talk to Sano.
はい。
We'll go back later.
あなんだこいつ。
Stop, cat. Cat wants a treat. Udon tabemasu.
はい。よし。
Hi.
本のデリバリーが
Ah,
終わり
udon's
まし
down
た。
there. Okay.
そう。
こんばんはさぬきにいます
あ、
We are in
う
Sanuki.
ん。これだ、いますが始まったね、これ。
そうだね。
あります、い
I
ま
think
すが。
I think we learned arimas and imas in the last Wagotabi stream. Yeah.
さぬきうどんはあそこの家にあります
Okay.
本当あっ
There
た
is
っけこれ。
Sanuki udon in that house over there.
はい。
あり
ありがとうございます。
はじめまして小野です
Oh, Ono-san.
はい。小野さん。
Sanuki is a town of mystery.
どういうことでしょうか
The Mashoka mystery, probably. Udon tabemasu. so, exactly, Minami.
このさ、県の人さ、
うん
うどん食べ過ぎじゃない
But there was a lot of udon shops when we were there as well. It's udon fans. なぜ
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 Hi, start lesson.
はい。気になります
好
ね。
き、
Ski.
あアジェクティブが出てきた
Alright,
よ。
we got our first adjective.
はい。
Ski.
これカタカナでもいいのかな
ダメだと思う。
あ、はい。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうみん
もう
な。
みんなありがとうございます。
Put the sentence in the right order. I like the udon here. Koko.
うんうん。
That was definitely the wrong pitch accent. Koko. Mm-hmm.
ああ、この here、
What do you guys think?
うん。ここ、
ここのうどんが好きです。
すごい
ここにうどんが好きです。
どっちかな
ここにうどんが好きです。がしくです。ここのうどんが好きです。ここにうどんが好きです。ここのうどんが好きです。ここに and ここの are even. If no one can break the tie.
どうする？どっちから先行く？
こちらのうどんが好きでございます。
なんかグレードアップしてきたな。
Oh, Minami says Kokoni, so we're still tied. I mean,
なるほどね。
I know the answer. Should I be the tiebreaker? Oh, Happy Bell says Kokono. So Happy Bell has changed their answer, and Sweekle says Kokono. So I think, Nimitsu the Fish has also changed their answer. Okay, we've got an even. Kokono is definitely ahead. Let's go with Kokono. Kokono.
ニミツサーフィッシュはずっとここのうどん。
Kokono is still Kokono, ne? Lemmy the Clown is Kokoni. This is a lesson after all. Kokono says Five Toes Lot Bear. We haven't learned it yet. That is a good point. Well, we did learn actually Koko something in an earlier lesson in the game, I think. But let's go ahead and pop in. I believe no, we will go with.
ノーから言ってみるんですか？
I think we have I think the majority have said no.
はい。
はい。
ここのうどんが好きです。
はい。ここのうどんが好きです。
This place is udon. The udon here. はい。
そうだね。難しいね、それ。このうどん here をさ、ここのうどんにしないでほしいよね。
So,
もう
I like udon in a house. I like udon with a mouse. I like udon here or there. I like udon everywhere. Do you like green udon, Dan? I do like green udon in a pan. Huh? What? Okay.
なんだオリーブうどんのことかな？
Yeah, green eggs and ham っていう有名な本があって、Dr. Seuss の。
へー。
そうだね。I would be too afraid of being wrong and just say, このうどん。いいよ。Except if there's no udon in front of you, it won't make much sense. アニメから学びましたか？
はい、素晴らしい。
I actually misheard and thought it was ここに versus ここで. That's my excuse. All right, fair enough. What does ここに mean? It's just wrong. ここにいます. It can be for existence.
そう
ここにあります。ここにいます。It can indicate location of existence.
そう。ここの場合はですね、ここにうどんがありますだったら2だったんだよね。
Yes.
この
Here there is existing udon.
そう。
Then you can use ni with arimasu and imasu. But with verbs and these kind of adjectives, you have to use the no has nothing to do with the verb or anything, by the way. It's koko no udon is one noun.
そう。
One noun. Koko no udon. This place is udon. Is how you should really think about it. That's why. Because otherwise the koko itself becomes the target of the verb or whatever is there. Which is not what I mean, the udon is the main thing, right? So that's why that needs to be that way. Funny, I was in Kohl's yesterday and at the checkout they had a bunch of Dr. Seuss books. Oh, nice.
Oh.
And now we can create an udon version. That's how I think of it. Here's udon. Soka. There you go. So like it's here would be koko ni arimasu. That is correct. That is correct.
そうです。
はい。On we go.
おいしい。
おー。
香川のうどんは美味しいです。
はい。香川のうどんは美味しいです。
We've got another E adjective here.
はい。
おいしい。
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 来た。
There we go. Good
あり
job.
がとうございます。花。図書館の外に花があります。
There are flowers outside the library. I like the little flower icon. That's cool.
はい。かわいいですね。
はい。花。
あ、早い。もう
早い。
早いよ。
さすがです。
もう次来るって分かってたみたいな速さだよ。
Oh, nice. That's. I like the art
これ
direction. 花。
お茶を飲みます。
Right. Not 花。お茶を飲みます。はい。お茶。Makes me think of Poko's Udon World, which is set in Kagawa, and if I think about it too much, the feels make me weep. Very good job. みんなが早すぎ。
ね。
Sweckle. お茶。
はい。
You gotta hit the 2 times speed. はい。This one Yuki's gonna have to do.
そっか。おいしい。
おいしい。
おいしいは何もないね。絵が。
It's hard to make a picture of
なん
delicious.
か2個のやつがあるわよね。
そうだね。
はい。花。
お茶。
お茶。
はい。
コーヒ
コーヒー出まし
my
た。
favorite.
私、コーヒーを飲みましょうか？
Oh, no. やだ。私はコーヒーを飲みましょう。
飲みましょうか？
飲みましょうか。
コーヒーを飲みましょうか。
Delicious tea flower.
ね。
コーヒー。
コーヒー。
Nimi's fish already has it out there. Yeah. Happy Bell, nice. コー
早いな。
ヒー。
まだクイズ出てないのに答えが出てる。早いな。
漫画
はい。漫画。
はい。漫画。図書館の漫画が好きです。なるほど。
Just the libraries.
漫画
I don't like any of the
早い
other
早い。
manga.
まだしてない。
Be funny if they taught you those kanji already. There you go, manga. Very good. Tap on the
はい。
corresponding page.
私かこれ。
This is
漫画
Yuki,
漫
100%.
画。はい。
Sanuki is the historic name of Kagawa Prefecture.
はい。
All right, there we go. We've got it. The town, now named Sanuki, was established in 2002.
おー。
Okay.
じゃあ新しいさ町なんだね。
本当に新しい町だね
サヌキは。やっぱりそうだったよね。
ね
サヌキは私がいた
そうそ
そうの
そう
市なのみたいな感
We
じで
didn't even know that that town was a town. We just thought it was only the old name of Kagawa Prefecture.
うん。
But when we went there a couple months ago, or a month ago, I guess, when we biked across. But let me see if there's like, oh yeah, okay. So the town of Sanuki, if I look at the map, is literally right down the road from Takamatsu. So the game is accurate.
うん
Accurate. If I pop this up onto the
おー。
screen, we've got
細かすぎる。
Takamatsu on the left
細かいな
and Sanuki on the right. I think you can probably actually see it though on screen. It's just that our screen is too tiny.
あ
Here, we'll switch back over to the game.
ーあ、スペースコアがお休みだ。
Ayasumi Space Car!
また来週ね。
Have a good one. また
ま
来週いいビデオを作ってくれてありがとうございます. You're very welcome. Is manga typically written in hiragana or katakana? Both. But I think I probably see it more in kanji. Interestingly.
はい
でも、漫画、カタカナかひらがなで言うと、probably ひらがな
まあどっちでもいいかな。
Probably
漢字もいいし、
うん。
カタカナもいい感じ。
Yeah, any of the three is likely fine.
うん。
Alright, let's see what this kid has to say. Ono-san.
はい。
Onegaishimasu. Yuki's playing.
はい。
We'll have Yuki continue. I'll take over for Yuki in a minute or two.
これ読むの私が。
There are so many changes throughout history, but the names remain.
あ
Unless they don't.
あ、なるほどね。
Arigatou gozaimasu. Vocabulary. Can we get to the udon shop? Oh, there's someone blocking the udon shop.
ねえ、
はい
誰もブロッキングしてないよ。あ、
ここです。
ブロッキングしてるわ。
So,
勝手
Hoko
に
desu.
勝手
What's
に
up,
話しかけ
Hoko-san?
てきた。
By the way, what is the extension in coffee called in Japanese? それはなんて言うんですか？その伸ばし棒。I think it's called 伸ばし棒。
伸ばし棒かな。
伸ばし棒じゃない。
そのエクステンションのやつだよね。
伸ばし棒？
わかんね
Yuki doesn't
え。
know what it's called in Japanese.
ちょっと調べるね
She's。gonna look it up. I'll take over the gameplay for
そう、
you.
ホコさんどうする？またね。
はい。You guys tell us what we're gonna say. What are we gonna say? Ohayo, matane, or konbanwa. Oh, Minami has already answered, and so has Happy Bell.
こんばん
Konbanwa.
は。
Andy, finally, I see you online. Want to say I love your content. I learned a lot. Need to go to work now. Have a great day. See you later, Riff Stories. It was nice,
はい
nice。meeting you.
ありがとうございま
It's
す。
like a speed date. Good to see you.
うどんが好きですか？
うどんが好きです。I guess we just copy it. うどん
udon
or do we say 鼻が好
本当だ
きです？
よ
Do we say
ね。
鼻が好きです？ Either is fine. What do you guys think we should say?
うどんが好きですか？
Should we say that we like flowers or should we say that we like udon? Okay, Minami says うどんが好きです。
はい
Okay.
うどんが好きです。
好きです
Be funny if I
うどんが
said
好きです
鼻が好きです。How would he react?
美味しい
I'm
です。
curious now. 美味しいです。Let's go. Did you get an answer
はい
for us? 伸ばし棒。
この伸ばし棒のことは超音符記号というらしいです。
長っ。
超音符。
音符
うん。
記号。
はい。
記号
うん。
はい。ちょっと長い。はい、the name of that long extension thing in coffee is called 超音符記号、
うん、超音符でもいいら
which
し
means
い。
long note
そ
sign. Long note
あ
sign.
う。で、ここにまた俗に伸ばし棒とも呼ばれる。
But it's also called nobashibo, what I said. Nobashibo, in short, nobashibo. I believe you extend that. Nobashibo.
うん。
Nobashibo. That's another way you can say it. Is it okay if we just answer it like 好きです instead of udon ga 好きです? No, actually. So, if someone asks you the question, udon ga 好きですか? They ask you that question, then yes, you could say 好きです.
うん。
But the other person said that they like udon. They said udon ga 好きです. In that case, honestly, the answer that we just gave, udon ga 好きです would not be correct. It would sound kind of weird. What you would say is 私も好きです.
はい。
私も好きです. So I also like it. So frankly, the answer there was wrong, but I think they were just trying to get you to copy it there. So anyway, we've got 左. Tanaka-sanは家の左にいます.
うんうん
So Tanaka-san is on the right of the house, or to the left of the house, I'm sorry. はい. He used ka. Did he use ka? I just missed it. Oh, okay. Well then yes. Udon ga 好きです or just 好きです would be okay. I completely missed it if it was there. はい。左です。
左。
ありがと
そっか。
う。右。お願いします。
田中さんは家の右にいますか？
Is Tanaka-san to the right of the house? はい。います。はい。How do we read this, guys?
あ、もう早い。
早い。
よ。
はい。右。はい。
前、
前。So this is
は
in
い。
front of, before.
私の猫は家の前にいます。
My cat is in front of the house. 前。早い。前。
早いよ、早い。
後ろ、
Spying on Tanaka. 後ろ。
田中さんは家の後ろにいますか？
後ろにいません。Happy Bell. 早い。後ろ。
早い。
スシロー。はい。Okay, I gotta play now. So, 左、右、前、前。I did a TikTok like that. It was a dance. 前、後ろ、前、前。
それさ、
It's a festival dance.
じゃあ、
そう。
じゃあララララってやつ。
So, that one.
なんて言うんだっけ、それ。
It. Particle that indicates a place towards where something moves and it's pronounced as it.
はい。うん。
But it's he when it's used in other situations.
犬は右へ行きます。
Yeah, we're keeping very close eye on Tanaka. Hey, the dog goes to the right. Okay, what do you guys think? The dog goes to the right. We're gonna have to use an I directional particle here. What do you think?
うん。
Or do you think? Oh.
あ、
犬は
おや
右へ行きます。
はい、犬は右へ行きます。みんな、犬は右へ行ってますね。
犬
は右。
右、
へ
猫。
行き。
行きます。
はい、行き
犬は
ます。
右へ行きます。
はい。
丸亀、
丸亀。Oh, it's a town. Okay.
JTT さん、来てくれてありがとうございます。
あざーす。ありがとうございます
で。もそろそろ寝る時間、おやすみ。
はい、楽しいですよ。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます
おやすみなさい。じゃじゃん。
丸亀、
丸亀。
ねえねえ、早い。ハッピーベルさんはもう丸亀。丸亀さん人気でしょ？
あ、そうなの？ It's popular.
うん、ほら。
There's a 丸亀うどん chain. Okay,
だって
interesting.
ハワイでめっちゃ人気っていうニュースやってたじ
Super
ゃ
popular in
ん。
Hawaii, huh? 左の家にうどんがあります。
はい。
Ah, there's the ni we were talking about earlier. 左の家にうどんがあります。
はい。
はい。じゃあ行くか。
こ
Okay, I
の
will
メ
take
ガネ
over.
の人には話しかけなくていいんかな。
Let's go ahead and see. There's a bus.
ねえ、いつまでもさ、うどん屋さん。
安藤さん
ほほほ。
Oh, it's great to see you again.
誰だっけこの人。
Thanks again for your help at the bus station. And this guy was going to Sanuki as well. It really inspired me to learn Japanese.
こんばんは。
こんばんは。
あー
讃岐うどんを食べますか？
Will you eat Sanuki ramen?
美味しいです。
美味しいです。I will, but you didn't give me a chance to answer. Let's talk to this guy. Japanese people get tired of eating American food and long for udon randomly. And rice. 100%.
こんばんは。
Konbanwa. I watch a poker player who's
Hi.
Japanese from time to time, and he's always getting Japanese food, but he lives in Vegas.
ここにさぬきうどんがあります。
Koko ni sanuki udon ga arimasu. So here we have the koko ni, remember from the question before? But this is the object here, not the object, but the subject is the sanuki udon ga arimasu. So
Hi.
you can use the ni there. All right, let's get that old man some udon.
Irashaimase.
Irashaimase. Oh, should I? Oh, this is so good. I love it. Oh my god. The first time I went to a convenience store in Japan, I didn't study any Japanese before I came here at all. Because I didn't even plan to live here that long. First time I go into a convenience store. Irashaimase! I hear. And I'm like, do I have to respond? Yeah, we're going to respond. This is great. Someone said, say it back. I'm going to say it. We don't answer to Irashaimase in Japan. That is great. I feel like they watched my video on that.
Say nothing.
Say nothing.
素晴らしい。
But I wanted to answer. It's used to greet a customer. Sorry, man. I want to answer so bad. Irashaimase. Irashaimase. I want to do that. It's so good. Whoops.
カウントジャパンさん、いらっしゃいました。Here I am って感じだよね。
Irashaimashita. Oh, they should totally add that as a possible response. Irashaimashita. Oh my god.
あ、みんな言っちゃダメだ。言ってもいいか。
これから言います。
そうユニークな
I
ん
think I'm
か
gonna try.
ユニークななんかパーソナリティになりたかったら言った方がいい。
I keep hearing tanuki udon and I'm like, ew. But there isn't. Is there tanuki? Ban please. Ban please. I don't think I can ban from here. Oh, I can ban.
どうやるんだっけ
Put user in timeout. There we go. And I don't think I can ban them from my. That's stupid.
やってくれた。
Thank you, Dan. You're very fast. I keep hearing tanuki. There's kitsune udon, which is fox udon, and that's delicious. But it has this like fried tofu thing on top.
そうそう
Isn't tanuki udon a thing? Is tanuki
あ
udon a
そう
thing?
タ
There
ヌ
is
キっていうの
udon
はそうそうタヌキうどんってそのタヌキっていうのは、
うん
天ぷらの
there.
さ
Right.
パヤパヤのカス、
Right.
そのチリチリのかな、
Right. There
サクサク
actually
のやつだけ
is a thing called tanuki udon. So you keep hearing us say sanuki udon, but there is tanuki udon, and that's when there's the leftovers from making tempura, like the leftover breaded stuff
そうそう
that's fried. When you put that on top of udon, that's called tanuki udon. So there is a thing called tanuki udon. That's actually a thing. Dan the man. It's very rare that we get to use the ban hammer.
お
It
い
is.
しいです。
Oishii desu.
おー
こんばんは。さぬきのうどんを食べます。
大塚さ
Okay,
ん
enjoy.
のうどんはおいしいです。
Kagawa's
いいですね。
udon is delicious. It was very good. They were just talking and I missed their conversation. Otsuka-san ni wa koko no udon ga suki desu ka? Do you like this udon? Otsuka-san, I guess that's Otsuka-san. Koko no udon wa oishii desu. Datte. This channel is getting more recognition. Yeah, apparently. Not NGL, not gonna lie. Pompoko made me think that tanukis were mythical creatures. Haha. Kohi o nomimasu ka? Ocha o nomimasu. Nokori no udon. Nakano-san wa kohi o nomimasu
か
ka? Kohi o
コーヒーを飲み
nomimasu.
ます
Okay, we got a nice natural conversation going on here, eh? Kohi ga suki desu.
はい
Ore mo suki desu. Oh, we got the heart spot. Watashi wa
私は
ocha ga suki de wa arimasen. Yeah, I like both. Come on. Abura?
油揚げ
Abura age.
そう残りのうどんの残り物じゃなくて天ぷらの
So
残
the
り
leftover from the tempura, ne?
さぬきうどんが好きです。美味しいです。
Yokatta desu. Alright, let's get ourselves some udon for the old man outside.
日本人ですか
What do you think, guys?
ちなみに油揚げ
うん
がそのきつねです、
Yeah, the aburage is the kitsune udon. It's the
そう
it's like tofu.
いなり寿
じゃないよ
司
ね Yeah, the thing that you use for
そうそう
inari sushi.
皮
Yeah.
皮です
But it's a big thick one.
うん
あ
いなり寿司は味がついてんだけど甘くね、だけど油揚げだけはのやつはふわふわのやつ、よくお味噌汁とかに入ってるやつ、
Right. The thick thing on miso soup.
うん
日本人ではありません. Okay,
は
we'll
い
go with that one.
ではありません。
はい
日本人ではありません。
Okay.
はい
ここに
いいです
讃岐うどんがあります。
There is Sanuki udon here.
讃岐うどんを食べますか？
What do you think, guys? We got udon. いえ、こんばんは。よろしくお願いします。おください。Oh, interesting. There are two correct answers here. But I guess you have to choose two different phrases. Like, okay, so I'm going to tell you which one is correct, but that you can't choose because you have to choose two. よろしくお願いします is 100% accurate answer to the question. さぬきうどんを食べますか? If the chef asks you that, you should respond with よろしくお願いします I think. No?
まあその意味は Thank you です。お願いしますだからね。だからよろしくお願いします。さぬきうどんを食べますか？はい。お願いしますだけだったら、ね、
そうなんだ。
言えると思う。
よろしくお願いしますって言わないんだ。Okay, so I'm wrong there.
かな。
そうか。
まあ言ってもわかると思う。その Thank you ですよね。この場合のよろしくお願いしますとお願いしますは Thank you ですよね。
Okay. Then everyone's saying うどんください. Yeah,
おくだ
definitely.
さい。うどんをくださ
After
い。
getting around my Anki cards a lot, I realized that brown, 茶色い, 茶色, because it's tea color. Yes, indeed, it is.
そうそう。
Yeah. It's always fun to notice that kind of stuff. 漢字が間違えちゃった. No worries. はい。
はい。
That was the answer my inner anime dialogue would have picked. はい。
うどんです。
うどんです。
早い。
It's going to take some time to prepare. あれ? Which is it?
水を飲みますか？
はい。
水はあそこにあります。
Okay, I have to go get it.
なるほどね。
はい。
ここに水があります。
What talks? 水を飲みます。I drank it.
水飲んで
We had a water drinking sound.
香川の水です。
Oh, okay. Am I done?
うどんを食べます。
はい。
美味しいです。
私の讃岐うどんが好きですか？
Do you like my sanuki udon ですか? What's the answer for this one, guys? Hana です。Hana です。Of course, Japan has talking water dispensers. I don't think it does, but what's the Japanese version of gulp gulp?
ごくごく。
ごくごく。おいしいです。
おいしい
There we
です。
go.
ごくごくだね。
美味しいです。
That was correct.
讃岐
That's a
う
cool
どんは
restaurant idea. Grabbing the water for your
美味しいです。
own ramen, maybe from a local stream or something. Maybe. Yeah, that could be good. Ask about the Kagawa Japanese Grandmaster.
ほほほ
Oh, there we go. Funny, someone named Bingus came up to me and asked the same question. I forgot about Bingus. I am, in fact, the son of the Japanese Grandmaster of Kagawa. Show me that your Japanese is good enough. Hi.
やばい、ビンガスも来てた。
Bingus beat me to it.
やばいよ。はい。さぬきうどんは美味しいです。
You guys ready? Are you good enough at Japanese? Here we go. Hit that 2 times speed. Hit the 2 times speed on the stream. Here we go. Starting in 5,
はい。
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
犬は右へ行きます。
犬は右へ行きます。
はい。
The dog goes right. Or will go right. 犬は
ははは。
犬は右へ行きます。
あ、そうだった。ははは。そうだった。犬は右へ。はい。犬は右へ。
にへ行きます。
はい。
はい
Good job. Thank you.
田中さん。
Thank you. Hook me up, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please. ありがとうございます
もうなんか
はい。
はい。
はい
いいでしょう。
図書館の外にがあります。There's flowers. Flowers. 木、
お
お茶、水、花。
図書館の外に外が
花。はい
あります。、
OK。田中さんは家のにいます。Mr. Mrs. 田中 is behind the house.
はい。
Behind. 後ろ、前、右、中。
田中さんは家の
後ろ
にいます。
はい、お願いします。
田中さん。
See you again. おはようございます。ありがとうございます。またね。はい、早い。
早いよ。
はい、お茶を飲みます。
はい
Which is the correct kanji? We have
お
or はい、OK, good.
漫画。
は
漫画。
漫画、漫画、漫画。漫画、はい、あれが。
はい。いいですね、みんな。
はい、
順調。
what is this? What is
や
this?
ばい、な
Tell
ん
me
か
what
来
we've
た
got.
よ。
What do we got, guys?
飲みましょうか。
飲みましょうか。コーヒー。はい、田中さんのは家のにいます。How do we read this one? We've got 犬。はい、田中さんは家の犬にいます。はい、田中さんは家の。
ハッピーメールすごい。
はい、早い、右。あそこに水があります。
はい、あそこに。
はい、which is the correct kanji for water. Very good job, guys.
水があります。
早い。
はい。
食べます。
食べます。食べます。
食べます。
早っ。食べます。
みんな素晴らしいな。
食べます。Good.
はい。
What is the word that goes with the image? We've got a little red dot in front of. In front of. You guys know this kanji. We have covered this kanji, I believe.
あ、素晴らしい。
前。I like the udon here. ここ。
やったやつだよ、これ。
We've done this sentence. I like the udon here. ここ。
これちょっと長いからね。
It's a little bit long. A little bit long. This is the last question. ここのうどんが好きです。
素晴らしい。
ここのお茶が好きです。Good job. Woo! Yay, we got 2 stars. Yay!
すごい。
Nice job. All right.
みんな素晴らしいな。
Excellent. ここのうどんが好きです。
はい。
Nice, nice. Okay, quest completed.
やったー。
Oh, I missed the sentence. Something about something castle. However, even if your Japanese is decent, you'll have to learn more. Find Saeki.
佐伯は
Saeki
高松の図書館にいます。
高松の図書館にいます。He's in the library in 高松。
高松の図書館はコンビニの左にあります。
わかりました。
はい。The library in Takamatsu is to the left of the convenience store. You always have to learn more. Never ends. Oh my god, 2 stars. We are doing good. Yeah, that was amazing. All right, we have to talk to Saeki before we can get our... Oh,
いらっしゃいませ。
Bingus.
また来たの？
うどんをください。
Hoko da. Not Bingus. Udon wo kudasai.
はい。うどんです。
Oh, is this guy gonna give the udon to his grandfather? No? Let's talk to this guy. He must be important.
ここは私の家です。
What? This is your house?
そう
This is
だったんだ。
Hoko-kun's house.
ここは私の家です。
どういうこと？
お父さんってこと？
Ah. Okay. Can I eat more
讃岐うど
udon?
んを食べますか？
We'll go with うどんをください。
はい。ここは私の讃岐うどんです。
Alright, we've got more.
うどんを食べ、美味しいです。
Oh, I wanted to take it to the old guy outside. Oh, he's gone. He's awake. It's just like the Pokemon game.
讃岐うどんは美味しいです。
Sanuki udon is oishii. It's called wago tabi.
食べます。
Are You're not gonna eat it yet? Okay. So, that is Oh, we can't go outside the path. Don't walk on the grass. Oh, this is the ocean.
そうそう、これ海だ
Oh, I
よ。
thought this was like sparkly grass or just the
あ、違う、
grass
違う。
waving in the wind. Okay, it's kind of dark out, so it looked like grass to me. But now, if I listen, you can kind of hear the waves.
うん。
That is correct, Jacques. Jacques Ver. This is a playthrough, but you guys have to answer the questions, or we do not get it right. What's this?
どこに行きますか？
Nowhere. We're not going to the airport. Get out of here.
そうか、エアポートに行っちゃうんだ
We
これ。
could go back to the airport, apparently.
なるほ
嘘と思
ど
っ。た。Yeah, I thought so too, Suckle. Alright, so we've got to go to the library. Ah,
あ、
there's the
あ
library.
る。大きく書いてあるわ。
The convenience store is open now.
お、イエー
The
イ
convenience store is not open now.
Closed ダメだっ
I lied.
た
Oh,。there's a book in the water.
本です。
By the way, we had to go back and say thank you to like
そう
some
だ
dude.
ね。
Wait, what's this way?
立林公園。
あ、立林公園に行ける。
We can go to Ritsurin Koen now. Oh gosh, what do we do? There's so many choices.
イエーイ。
Sloppy white book. Is
本
this
当
your
だ
book,
よ
bro?
ね。
It's this person's book, right? No, who is this?
誰だったっけ？
We got the cat. This guy?
佐々木さんの本はあそこです。私の本はどこ
I
です
think it's this guy's book. リンさんの本ですか？
このスロッピーウェットブッ
The
ク。
sloppy wet book. Yeah, here's a sloppy wet book, リンさん enjoy.
私の本は
私の本はここにあります。あ、よ
よ
かったで
ね
す。To thank you, here's a little lesson about Japanese. Oh, ありがとうございます。We sound so happy about that. Ga is used after the subject of a sentence. The subject is the word you want to emphasize in the sentence. The scope of this emphasis is limited to the current sentence. 家の上に猫がいます。On top of the house, there's a cat. Wa, the topic particle, is used to define the broad topic of a paragraph. The topic can also be the subject of a sentence. All right, they tried. It also places a little bit more emphasis on what comes after it. So, Tanaka-san wa Nihonjin desu. That's the emphasis. 日本にいます。But yes.
田中さんは日本人です。日本にいます。
はい。
Okay. Is that it? Okay, thank you. Very good to know. Okay, I gotta go now. Thank you for the lesson. This is so fun. 面白い。また。
ありがとうございます。
またね。ありがとうございます。Albert, thanks for hanging out.
来てくれてありがとうござい
はい
ま。す。
So we did that.
あれ本のデリバリーしたのは誰
こ
ですか？
の人だっけ？佐々木さん Kafka on the Shore is my favorite Japanese book. Part of the story is even set. Nope.
この人じゃないですね。
No, it wasn't this person. はい、キーは Which one is it, guys? What is tree? Let me know. Yet another Waver's God take two. Add to my collection.
そう、さっきの。
Thank you, Happy Bell.
はい香川に木
Yeah,
があり
there's
ます
trees. There's trees in Kakawa. Okay.
うん。
Was the guy with the
香
book
川
from
に
the
い
airport,
ます
maybe?
高松は香川にあります
Maybe that's why the bus was there. So I could go back
これ
and...
は、この人は
This guy?
高松に図書館が佐伯さんは
I've heard she's working on a local... Oh!
あ
Okay, so we can get the kanji decks. It's at the library. Saeki has it. Let's go. We'll have to thank the other person at the
なる
airport
ほ
some other time.
ど。
Or maybe it was this person.
はじめまして
Nope.
ここは高松です
All that matters is we're about to get a
あれ、
kanji
この
deck.
人はこの
Someone
家
left a
立
note
林
here.
公園にいます
Mitsurin Coin Nimas.
この、
No.
立林公
I
園
can't
にい
even
ま
talk
す
to。them.
うんうん
Oh, wait.
こ
yes,
こ
I
は図書館の中に
Nope.
本がありま
can. They're
す
just telling us there's a book in the...
この家のさ、人はさ、なんか
This、person was the dog. We had to bring the dog to the... Well done. To be honest, I don't know the Japanese Grandmaster of Kagawa. However, I know his son is Sanuki's udon chef. Have a chat with him. Yeah, no.
あ、違う
It must have been someone at the airport. Minami says, I need this game on mobile. It is going to be a mobile game, so you're going to get your wish.
うん。ね、南に行きましょうか。
南に行きましょう。
ここが立林公園か。
This is a Ritsurin Koen. I am waiting for the boat tour. I've heard it's a great way to feel the atmosphere of the park. Cool beans. Can I catch
立
the
林
fish?
公園にいます。
は
We
い。
are in Ritsurin
立林
Koen.
公園が好きです。
はい。
Oh, she likes the Ritsurin Park. Okay.
そう、公園ってパークです。
Ki. Yes, Koen is park. 合ってます。
はじめまして。
Battle. Alright, we're gonna switch to Yuki.
マジ
Yuki's turn.
はい、頑張りま
Yuki's
す。
gonna do this battle, guys.
はい、
Help her out.
いきますよ。2倍にしたみんな
木。が好きです。
Speed up to
木が好き
two
で
times.
立林公園の木が好きですか？
はい。
立
Do you
林
like? お願いします。
立林公園の木が好きですか？
はい。Do you guys like 立林公園? Let's get the answer for this one. 頑張ります。
はい
よろしくお願いします。My server just told me, Dan, that you failed to log in. How dare you? 好きです. That would be correct, but there's a lot more options. We've got
いっぱい
six. We
あ
need
るね、
six
これ。
words, 6 options. Basically, there's very few that we don't need. Andy, can I suggest? I don't know. Maybe? 立林の公園が好きです。But take a look
は
at
い。
what they said. Take a look at what they said.
立林公園の
公園。
あ、待って。
Well, the second person said no.
立林の公園が好きです。立林の
So
公園。
let's just wait. Instead of doing that one, because a bunch of other people answered a different way. What 立林の公園 would mean would be a thing called the Ritsurin's 公園 or a place called the Ritsurin's 公園 but the name of the park itself is actually Ritsurin 公園 so we would go without the no
はい。
はい。
じゃあ、立林公園の、
お、
立
okay
林公園の木が好きです。立林公園の木が好きです。
let's give it a
行ってみ
shot
ましょう。
立林公園の
木が
が
好きです
好。きです。
はい OK
立林公園の木が好きです。
Your account will be deleted due to inactivity? I doubt it. Hi, okay, on we
あり
go.
がとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、
お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
I'm the gardener in charge here.
おー、
よろしくお願いします。
どれ
大丈夫。
どれ
図書館の漫画はどれですか？
Which one is the manga from the library?
うん。
どれ
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 はい、
どれありがとうご
ありがとう
ざいます。
ございます。
これ
ドレミファソラティド。
はい、
これ。
これは木です。
これ。This, close to the speaker.
いいかな？
これ
これ。あ、みんな早い。
はい。
これ。
それ
はい。
それ。
それは犬です。
That, close to the person to whom you speak. それ。
そうだね。
それ
それ。
はい、ありがとうございます。合ってます。
それ。
あ、それ合ってないよ。
それが来てしまいました。と、それで、それいきます。
あれ。
はい、あれは私の家です。
That, far from both speakers. That over
いいよ。
there, in my house, is my
はい。
house. Oops, all good. What do you mean? It's a good question, my friend.
あれ
はい、あれ。いいですね。
あれ
Very
早いな
good.
みんな。はい。
はい、alright,
あ、
this is
私だこ
Yuki's
れ。
job.
どれ
ど
これで
れ
しょ？
これ
はい。
それ
お、
あれ
お、Yuki's pro!
何ですか？
Yay! はい。何ですか？
何ですか？
What is it comes at the end of the sentence. Be careful here. Here, nani is pronounced nan and not nani. This is an exception. Before ですかね。
これは何ですか？これね。
はい。
はい。
何ですか？ How do we type this one out, guys?
はい。
Let's see if you
何ですか？
はい、ハッピーベルありがとうございます。
です
はい、ミサストゥディアンド合ってます。
ありがとうござい
ニ
ます。
ミツフィッシュ、oh yeah。ウラバ合ってます。What is this close to the speaker?
なるほどね。
What is this close to the speaker?
お、素晴らしい。
これは何です
何
か
ですか？
はい、これは何ですか？
これは
なんだろう？
何ですか
This tree right here was originally a bonsai.
あ、そうなんですか。
But it's not now. It was a gift from the 11th Tokugawa shogun over 200 years ago.
へ
Wow.
え。
Cool.
盆栽だったけどさ、普通のさ、
そう
パインツリーになったんだ
Little
ね。
round pine tree.
200年経ったら。
That's also impressive, actually. It got rid of all the curves and stuff. はい。お茶の店があります。
はい、お茶の
I
店
think
に。
the tourism board in Kagawa definitely gave them a list of sites they had to include. Yeah, possibly. They do have like a partnership with Kagawa Prefecture, apparently. In the full game, I think there's going to be multiple places, but... ようこさんのお茶は美味しいです。
はい。
ようこさんって誰ですかね？
あ
りがとう。
お店の
That must be ようこさん。
ストアヘッドじゃないですか。ようこさん。
これはって使ってもいいですか？
あ、いいですよ。
はい。
はい。あ、お茶飲みますかというオファーが。あ、私じゃなかったわ。
スペースを押せばいいよ。ただ歩くだけで喋ってくれない。
はい、わかりました。これは日本のお茶ですか？それは日本のお茶です。私のお茶が好きですか？
Do you like
はい
my tea? Yes.
ようこさんのお
okay.
茶は美味しいです。
So it's
ず
on
っ
a
とやっ
loop.
て
It's
ん
on
だ
a。loop.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
ここに日本のお茶があります。
はい。
Here there is Japan tea. Japanese tea. Oh, that's it.
あ、
Okay.
そうなんだ。
Okay.
この人は誰かな。
はじめまして
Saiki!
おー。
漢字 Dex incoming.
はい。みんなお願いします。
お願いします. Who are we? Who am I?
ね、こんなにね、団体で来てるからね、みんなで。
So we've got a huge group of people. We've got 55 people walking in a line behind us trying to find this Saiki-san. Let's introduce ourselves, guys. Who are we? We are.
あ、
はじめまし
みたいなやつだね。
て。We are. はじめまして、安藤さん。Close. There we go. ほほほでございます。We are. ほほほでございます。
はい。じゃあ、はじめまして。
はじめまし
はじめ
て。
まして
アンド。
ほほほ
ほほほ
で。
ですす
一個余っちゃった。
We've got one left, guys. We've got one left. はい
す。ごい。
はじめまして。ほほほです。よろしくお願いしま
は
す。
い。ありがとうござい
よろ
ます。
しくお願いします
はいはい。
はじめましてほほほーですよろしくお願いします
はいはい。
はい
It's been a while.
いいですね。
よろしくお願いします
よろしく。はい
以上なのかな、
I'm the librarian in Takamatsu.
はい。
高松の図書館が好きです
I like the Takamatsu Toshokan. Okay. Ask for help with Japanese.
はい。
Let's go. I see. I'll first assess your Japanese with 3 challenges.
なんだって
Oh boy. If you succeed, I will give you something to help you.
何それそんな
Your first challenge is to order tea from Yoko.
なるほどここで
Can we do
よう
it?
こさんは左にいます
はい
Yoko's on the left.
ありがとうございます
はも
はい、
う
じゃあちょっと
下見してきた。
うんよし聞い
Ah,
て
thanks
こん
to
に
Andy. I know
ち
the
は
proper word for librarian.
こんにちは
Oh yeah, yeah. Right. 師匠。
いいかな
はい、こんにちは。お願いします。
スイート紫の帽子だよねほんと
That's pretty sick.
ここに日本のお茶があります。
はい
Oh, okay.
日本のお茶
はい。
日本のお茶を飲みますか？
お
What are we gonna do, guys?
どうするこれ
コーヒーをください。
これ言っていいのかなコーヒー
いや、ダメダメダメ。もらえないよ。We have to let everyone tell us. What do we say? 日本の
どうする
お茶を
か
飲みますか？
おすごいハッピーベ
日本のお茶を
ルちょっとやってみ
く
る
ださい。
に
Should be okay. Let's try.
日本
の
お
お
茶
茶
をください。
コーヒーをくださいの人がいたコーヒーくださいの人だ
はい
はい
をください
ごめんね
日
コーヒー頼め
本のお茶をく
な
ださい
くて
Nice. We got it.
はい
はい。
うん
お茶はテーブルの上にあります。
はい
Oh,
わかりま
already.
し
That
た
was fast. That's way faster than most Japanese tea I know about. Auto walk.
へー
This is the speed that they usually create tea at, right around there. Oh,
こ
oh,
れ
早い。
は日本のお茶です。
はい
ありがとうございます
ありがとうございま
They
す
didn't make us do the meditation ritual beforehand. ありがとうございます。
はい
Says ho ho ho. お茶ちょうだい。遅っ。
ありがとうございます
はい
Very good.
ありがとうございます美味しいですね
お茶を飲みます
Let's
はい
go. Is this the next test? Your second challenge is to take this lesson.
はい
はい、ちょうだいませ。
ちゃん
美味しいですね。ちゃん。
あ
Okay,
ーちゃん
suffix used
ね
mostly for young girls.
はい
ななちゃん
ちゃん
は公園。はい、ち
ち
ゃん。
ゃん
ちゃん。Never using a
ちゃん
ちっちゃん。
いいですね
ちっちゃん。It's called Wagotabi Savelo.
くん
It's in a playtest right now.
うんうん
Suffix mostly used for young boys or people of lower status.
くん
You'll see this used for girls too, yeah, that are below status in like a company. Older guys will often use it for young girls and boys.
大人
お
大人
お
An adult. 田中さんは大人です。大人。
大人。早いな、みんな。
早い。
みんな優
くん
秀だからな。
くんする。That means to sniff. Sniff. くんくん。
は
はい、ゆきジャブ。
ちゃん
ーい。じゃん。
くん
くん。
大人
はい。
女の子
女の子。
おー。女の子の後ろに猫がいます。
はい。
はい。
はい
女の子。
女の子。
早い。
The kanji is correct. We should.
な
There you go. みなみ。
の
はい。
こ
みんなありがとうございま
Thank
す
you, thank you, thank you.
男の子
男の子。
男の子の左に花があります。
There are flowers to the left of the boy. はい。
早いぞ。
早い早い。
音。
とこのこ
Very
はい
good.
子供
子供。
7は子供です。
はい、child.
こ。
と。There you go. 早い。
はい
こ。ど。
も
も。
はーい。いいね。
はい、ゆきジャブ。
女の子男の子子供
Great.
はい。頑張りました。
For your last challenge, let's go for a boat ride.
なんだって
Okay. Okay. Sounds
後
good.
ろへ行きます
はい、わかりました。
Okay, let's go.
あ、そっち
あれ
から
そっち
そっちから行け
じ
る
ゃあ、
の
行こう。Oh. We got our own boat. Private boat. Jump into the boat.
はい
I。feel like it's a trap. I hope you're not afraid of water. Nico. The smiley face. Suck the old dude.
こんにちは。
こんにち。は。
行きますか
はい。
はい。
行きましょ
行きましょう。
おー
は。
はい
Very relevant. Oh, we're in. あ
あ、
you get to drive.
なるほど
それじゃない、それじゃない。これこれ。
これで、どうすればいいのこれ。
You click.
最初やってみればいいのこれ。
Well, actually, let's have everyone in chat decide. What are we gonna hit first, guys?
どうする右か。
右、左、下、上. The first person to respond. はい、右。
右
右 is the first one.
右行く
はい、click.
はい、右。
右。はい、what's next? What's next?
回れない、
Next choice.
回れない。
回れ、回れ、回れ。下 says Happy Bell. 下。
はい、下。
That's 上だよ、that's 上
あ。間違えちゃった。
下
お、she's just gonna
あ
keep going
す
until
ご
she
い
hits
め
a
っちゃ言っ
block.
てくれる。
はい、next. What do we got next?
下行ったよ。
Alright, we've arrived. 左 says Happy Bell. He fly! 釣り says come to Japan. 左。
そうランダムだよ。
Fly!
はい、左いいです
I
ね。
think you're correct. What's next?
ねえ、これ。
上。博士
みん
He's a
な
professor?
そう、
He's
この
a
人
librarian.
博士
Ah,
だ
that
った
guy?
この人。
Oh, what's his name? 博士
上
うん。
嘘 Another Pokemon reference.
あれ
Professor.
止まっちゃった。ここでいいんかな
So let me, what,
あ、
stop?
止まれ
What's next? Tomare says,
はい
Stop! なるほど I bet you. So press down once and then press stop before she stops. So press
あ
stop.
あ、そういうことか。
これ
じゃ
下
あ、いいのここ。
ちょっとやってみて Press stop and then すぐ stop.
下
Stop. Ah, okay. Okay, so we can
なる
stop
ほど
her. Interesting. Okay. So that is
下
not the spot.
そういうことか。これどこに行くのかなどこに
Take
行かなきゃ
でも合ってる。That was the correct spot though. So then we go back up.
あ
So we are
そうなん
correct. I think then we just have to get off. 違う。
あ
これ。
はい
So we could have stopped in the middle.
これ
But
もう乗れないのこれ。
I don't know. Let's see.
降りたくないね。
でも quest is Saiki by boat to the park entrance.
はい、わかります。
ありがとうございます
あ
Was it?
あ
Can
り
you
が
talk
とう
to
ご
the
ざい
fish?
ます。
Ah, I wish we would have checked that. ありがとうございます。
ねえ、
はい
本当だよ。
We
全
probably
然
can do it
楽し
again.
んでないよ。
It was so much fun だって。
うーん
By the way, I've been lying to you. Huh?
そうなの
Okay.
何
I'm your final challenge.
出た。
あれ
あ、びっくりの顔が。
はい。You guys ready?
うん。い
It's
きます
time
よ
to。take on the
そう
evil
そう
librarian.
本当だよ。
ヒヒヒ。
はい、いきますよ。 みんな
The
2
music
倍に
has
した
changed. Hit the 2 times button on your YouTube video. I'll turn up the music a little bit. It's kind of.
はい、いきますよ。えい。
Oi, we're going. 田中さんはにいますか？ Japan.
やばいぞ。
Japan. はいはいはい。Good, good, good. 日本。はい、next. 家の中にがいますか？
います。
います。
うん、
I should read to the end. はい、はい、お願いします。
犬。
はい。はい、select the correct word. What's the correct kanji for tree, guys? You know this one. はい、Name is the fish. 早い。はい、行きますか？行きますか？家行きますか？中来ますか？行きますか？何来ますか？はい、Name is the fish. 合ってます。Go. はい、choose the correct word for I の家はあそこです。はい、合ってます。私、俺でも合ってる。
俺あったっけ？
はい、girl の
後ろに猫がいます。
はい、girl。
私？
女の子合ってます。
はい、いいですね。田中さんは家の左にいます。左にいます。
ゴー。
いいですね。
はい、ここは
高松の公園です。
公園。合ってます。ミスペシャルありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
田中さんの
猫ですか？
猫ですか？ We did not learn 猫。But ミスペシャル is correct。はいはい、猫。
田中さんは食べますか？
Is 田中さん gonna eat？
合
ってます。But that's a kanji. But okay, good.
いいですね。
Good.
はい。
There's a lot of questions. Holy crap. Below, under. Below.
に犬がいます。
はい。Good.
早いぞ。
はい。です。
はい。
How do you read this one? 本、木、水、家。
本。
合ってます。Go.
7は子供です。
はい。
どれだろう？右ども。
どれ。
前ども。素ども。
はい。合ってます。はい。
猫は水を飲みます。
はい、水を飲みます。液見ます。
人見ます。
はい、合ってます。ゴ。飲みます。
いいですね。
家にテーブルがあります。にテーブルがあります。本。はい、合ってます。家。やべえ、間に合わないかも。
やばいよ。これなんだっけ？これ。
outside. The correct kanji for outside. 外。はい、お願いします。はい、いいえ、田中さんは日本ではありません。
はい、ではありません。
We've got 4 questions left. はい、日本人。OK, go. はい、木の above.
に猫がいます。
Are we gonna make it? 上 Go 上。はい、男の子の左に花があります。男の子。もうスタートしていいと思う、これ。
はい。
合ってます。こ。
はい。
Go! あと1、駅 There was only one left.
ありゃ
ー。Alright, we'll switch over to me. We have to go one more time.
やばいぞ、これ難しいぞ。
The latency got us.
あららら。
1 second. You ready, guys? We're gonna go one more time. Here we go. Final challenge. ほほほ。
頑張ります。
On your marks. Get set. Make sure you hit that live button on the video and also double the speed. Ready? Go. はい。私の猫は家の in front of
にいます。
in front of はい前。はい。What's this? What is this thing? It's beautiful and delicious. はい。Water. Good job. はい。田中さんは食べますか？ Are you going to eat? 食べますか？ They are different questions in a different order. Well, same questions, different order. はい、食べます。はい、図書館の外にがあります。花。
おお。
早い。はい、ゆきさんお願いします。
はい、お茶を飲みます。
お茶。OK。おち茶。
はい、いいですね。
はい。
あ、これなんだろう。
Oh, that's a nice little 新幹線。That's your hint.
新幹線がね、新幹線来てるよ。
駅。はい、田中さんは家の右にいます。On the right.
どこだろう、どれだ。
いい、
はい、いいですね。
犬の中に inside there's a dog.
犬がいます。
inside。はい、thank you very much。
あ、
お願いします。
素晴らしい。日本のブックですか？
日本のブックですか？はい、OK, good job。はい、this is behind. Behind. はい、very good. Okay.
いいですね。
Select the word. This is under, I believe. Under. Ding 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 ding. はい、to drink. 猫は
水を飲みます。
はい、飲みます。飲みます。
飲みます。
はい、OK。田中さんは
家の左にいます。
left. To the left.
左
To the
どれ
left. To the
左
left.
どれ
はい、good. はい、
女の子の後ろに猫がいます。
女の子。女の子。
スの子。
OK。はい、what's this?
あ、これなんだっけ？
This
これ。
is it an 男？女の子？
何ですか？
イエーイ！はい、OK。
いいですね。
これは何ですか？はい、what is this? How do I type this one? This is going to be hard. What's the
これ
reading?
は
What's the reading?
にです。
はい、
素晴らし
OK。
い。
boy
の左に花があります。
boy 男の子。
いいですね。
はい、outside ひらがな、
はい
outside oh boy そーっと
来て
I missed it 上
ちょっと
I'm gonna give you guys a free one for that that was bad
素晴らしい。
one more 子供
can
we get it? We gonna make it? 子供
来た。
はい子供よしSorry, I got one wrong there. That was me.
本
That's
当
all
だ
on me.
よ。
佐藤。
なんで間違えちゃうんだよ。
なんで間違えちゃうんだ。But we got it. Very good job.
みんなありがとうございます。
Excellent.
もう超すごい。これだって本当はこういう風にやるさゲームじゃないからさ。
ね、そうだね。F's in
時間が
chat for my Sato. F's in chat for my Sato. Let's see if we got Yuki's.
イエーイ
Pull this
みん
up.
な頑張った。
Gotta pull this. I've got button. Oh, where's my F? There it is. F bananas for members. All right, make that smaller. All right, let's get our kanji decks. Well done, Ando-san.
はい。
Thank you. Dead.
高松の図書館に行きます。
All right, we're going to the Takamatsu Toshokan. I'll give you something to help you on your journey.
またね。
はい、またね。行っちゃうんだ。これ退場するのね、
Man,
みん
she's
な。
a fast walker. Can I walk that slow too? Is there any way?
こんにちは。行きますか？
Oh, so we can get back on. But let's get the
また
kanji
ね。
decks.
おー
We can come back and
博士あ
play
り
with the
が
boat
とうご
next
ざい
time.
ます。
This is called the Wagotabi Nights of Old. Hayai.
うん。
It's fun doing these quizzes. It gets to flex my Japanese muscle by needing to answer fast. It's good, right? Hi, Wagotabi is the name of the game. Did you hear the off-key Pokemon victory music? I didn't notice that, but I noticed the music getting a little quieter as we were approaching the end. Like we were gonna lose. I should have listened closer. There's a bunch of people in here.
おー、結構
Nice
クラシックが流れてるんですね。そして猫がいる。
There is a cat. I can't go in there. It's a wall.
あの人どこ行っちゃったの？
エマです。
Emma, hi.
子
Emma.
供です。大
Alright,
人ではありま
No,
せ
you're
ん。
not. Okay, guys, what do I answer? I don't know who Sana is, but Japanese language learning game? That is correct. これは何のゲームですか? It's called Wagotabi, and it is a Japanese learning game. 名前が好きです。名曲が好きですね。
ね。
名曲が好きです。
チルですね。
Me too. Hey y'all, what's up, Monster Explorers? I'm gonna answer this one for you guys because I think it's kind of random.
うん。
さ
Sana
な
kun wa
は
kodomo desu ka?
はい。
I guess.
うん。
さなくんは子供です。
I don't remember who
Hi.
Sana kun is.
ね、
so-
私もわかりません。
Oh, but you got it.
サナです。
この人
あ
だ
よろ。しくおね。漫画が好きです。
あ、素晴らしい。
漫画が好きです。
ハッピーベルさんと
エマちゃんの
ニミツラフィッシュ
本が好きです
合ってるね。
It's fun watching, but past my limit, just going too fast for me now. Fair enough, fair enough.
うん。
エマちゃんの本が好きです。はい。 Let's go find the Hakase.
あ、
こんにちは。ここは高松の図書館です。
What level? First, second grade? It starts at the very beginning. It's like nothing. Zero. Start from zero. But this is the third stream we're doing it on, so we're like 4 hours into the game probably. If you can demonstrate your mastery of kanji, Saiki might be willing to see you.
What?
All right, guys, another quiz. They don't waste any time. Oh, okay.
なるほど。
Left, which is it?
みんな優秀だな、ほんと。
You got
サ
it,
ナ
guys.
君は子供ですか？サナ君は子
You
供
got
で
it,
すか？
Rob. Correct.
素晴らしい。
What's this, guys?
ありがとうございます。
We've learned this before. I'm checking out. Almost 12:30. Good night, Grammy. Thanks for hanging out.
はい。
Have a good night.
おやすみなさい。
We'll see you next time. And that is correct, everyone. This is water.
い
What's
いです
this?
ね。あ、
This is
ス
very
ラッピー
appropriate.
ウェットブックじゃねえか、それ。
It's a sloppy wet book, yes. It's a sloppy wet book from earlier. Very good. Very good, Happy Val. Yes. This is a playtest that's sent to Andy. Not out yet. It's not out yet, but apparently anyone can get into the beta if you go to the website, sign up, and get into the Discord. Is the music from the game? It is right now, yes. Continue.
みんな眠く
You
なっちゃう
deserve
や
to
つ
talk
だ、
to
これ。
Saiki. ありがとうございます. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so
ど
I
う
guess
し
we
た
have
ん
a lesson.
なんでそういうことするのか
New
わ
words.
いい。
Fish. We've got Nemo here.
うん。
Sakana.
男の子は魚を食べます。
Hi, the boy eats fish. Hi.
ボーイミーツダガールみたいだね。
So, what do we got here, guys? Nimitsu the fish. Yep, Nimitsu the
いい
sakana.
ですね。
はい、ありがとうございます。魚。
はい。
肉、
肉。
おー女の子は肉を食べます。
おー
なんと。
はい。お願いします。
はい
肉。
肉、
弁当、
弁当。
おー
おー
ナナちゃんは弁当を食べます。
Ooh, Nana-chan's gonna eat the whole bento.
うん。
Box and everything. Hi, very good.
べ、
べ。
うん。
ん
と、う、
はい、いいですね。
Alright, this is my job.
魚、
はい
肉、弁当、
うん
パン。
あ、
Pan.
パンだ。
Pan
パン
looks
を
like
食べます。
Pan
美
looks
味
like
し
a
い
piece
で
of
す。
salmon.
確かにね。
パン、
Pan.
パン。
Thank you. I'm an early learner with my 10-year-old daughter. Nice, doing Boom Pro.
おー
Welcome, welcome. Pan.
Pa-
Yes.
Mm.
I believe, yeah, you can get in.
テーブルの下に何がありますか？
Nani? Nani? 早い。
なに、
早いな。
買います。
買います。
大人はパンを買います。
I still would prefer to learn like if I was just using this line, I would prefer to have dictionary form first instead of learning it already in the mass form. But I do understand why they did it for this game. Anyway, お願いします。買います。
もうみんな早いから、ね。
あもう早いか
もうやって
もう早い。
も
い、ま、す、
うみんなやってくれてます。
はい。My job
パン
again.
何、買います。佐伯さんは上にいます。
はい。
大人の本は上にあります。
おお。
なんか言い方がさ、
なんか
良くないよね、
ちょっと
これ。
わごたびさん。わごたびさん。
いい、私たちの考えが終わってんのかな、これ。
ちょっとね、気をつけてください。That is not the sentence you want to use here, guys. This very much means
お
what who
ちょ
said
っ
it?
と、
Happy Bell said.
うん
100%. 大人の本 is an adult book.
ね、ちょっと大人の本上にあるから見に行きましょうか。
Interestingly, if you go to a video store, usually the adult videos are upstairs. So maybe they're intentionally making a joke, but I don't think so. 大人の本はダメ。It's like,
これは
うん
やばいぞ、これは。
yeah, no. You're gonna want to edit that sentence, guys.
うん
Pokemon
Inspire.
Very much so.
うん
左に子供の本があります。
On the
は
left
い
are the kids' books. Good
右
to know.
にお茶があります。
はい。
All right, there's
ありが
tea
と
on
うご
over
ざい
here.
ます。
Can I just drink this tea? To go here.
これはお茶です。
はい。
お茶を飲みます. So it's the game for adults.
いいです、ね。
It's for anyone. It's definitely a kids game. They're still editing the game and changing lots of things, so it's still got like robotic voices and stuff, but it's very much for any age. There is not any adult themes that I've run into yet. That was just probably a sentence they should think about changing.
エマちゃんは
It is nice.
女の子です。
はい
Okay.
サナくんは男の子です。
Okay.
はいありがとうございます
All right. Another cat. I like this library. Lots of cats. It's a cat library. Let's go talk to Saeki-san. A lot of people in between me and Saeki. Oh, there's books. This is the biography section. There's a biography of Satoshi Tajiri, 1965. A living legend.
そうなんだ
石川さんは大人です。
Okay. Good to know. What about this guy?
子供の本はどこですか？
Where are the kids' books, guys?
なるほどね
My local library has kids' books on the first floor and regular books, quote, adult books, on the second floor. Interesting. Okay. Maybe that's a thing. I mean, to be fair, there's a book off near us that's pretty big, and the first floor is all manga and, like, their games and stuff. And then the second floor is, quote, books for non-kids books. Any other good Japanese learning games? Not really. Knights of Old. I have not encountered any that I could, like, recommend yet. This one has been quite fun. It's not bad. Oh, the sentence about the green tea was the first sentence I've successfully understood. That's awesome. Nice. 子供の本は下にあります。Very good. 子供の
本は
本
下です
Ah, wow, it's already there.
下
に
にあります。
はい
子供の本は
ハッ
下
ピーベル
にあります。
さんの子供の本は下ですでも OK です
Oh, yeah, that would be fine as well. 子供の本は下です would be correct as well. Whole second floor is dubbed adult services. Oh, okay.
ありがとうございます。
はい
There's like a...
Oh.
Oh, he's going down. Okay.
なるほど
I
ね
noticed that the lines came down like it got cinematic. But the...
いきなりポケモンじゃん
ここに大人の本があります。
Oh, I guess I can't look at those. Maybe the musicians call and croak like crows or night herons, imitating old pieces without putting any feeling into the phrases. But look at the farting man. He invented everything by himself without master or secret oral transmission. Truly, he is the founder of the way of farting. A Theory of Farting, 1774, Hiraga Genai. That's a real book. Okay. The genius inventor and writer also knew how to have fun. Oh, okay. Interesting.
大人の本ですね
No, 大人の本ですね. Apparently it's a real book. Yeah. Maybe the sentence that they chose down there was not a mistake. This painting depicts a landscape in Matsushima in Tohoku Prefecture. I used to see this landscape every day as a child. That's probably why I chose to live in a coastal town. I guess I'm emotionally tied to the sea. Okay. As promised, and as a reward for your efforts, here's a from me. I call it the Kanji Dex! Finally! さっきの子は大人の本を見たんですか？どうですかね？
ねえどうですかね
I went to a convenience store. I don't think Yuki noticed, but we went into a convenience store once a while ago. We were biking somewhere, and there was a kid in the manga section, and he had like the weekly jump open. So it's a weekly jump. Every week they have one episode from every manga, right? That's released weekly. So it's a big giant book, and he had it open. It was probably like an 11-year-old kid. But if you go to the back of the convenience store, they have adult magazines. And you can just pick up any magazine and just read it there, right? And you can pick up any of the books, read them. And this 11-year-old, he had one of the adult magazines stuffed into the middle of the weekly jump, and he was reading the adult magazine in the jump, and I was just like, oh no. Only kid in the store, just a random 11-year-old alone in a big convenience store, like thinking nobody notices, and he's like this short, so everyone walking past him can see right down into it. He's just got this giant weekly manga open up with an adult magazine. I thought that was funny. It will record the kanji of words you discover in your adventure. Meanwhile, it's also going to help me with my linguistic research. You can find it in your book. Come back later when you've discovered more kanji. Ando-san, you've got you've got everything you need to take on the Japanese Grandmaster in Marugame.
丸亀は高松駅の左にあります。
All right. It's to the left of Takamatsu Station.
またね。
See you later. Kanji Dex unlocked! Quest complete! Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our Kanji Dex before signing off for today. 丸亀に行きます。
はい。ね
Right out of a
漢字
cartoon.
デックスもらいました。漢字図鑑ですよ。
Kanji Dex
やったー
achievement get. Oh, nice. Okay, it's just like
結構
used.
開いているじゃないですか。
Interesting. Okay, so we've got the kanji, we've got one onyomi, we've got 2 example words. So nihon, nihonjin, probably words we've already learned, so that's good. And then we have how frequent it is what I guess this means. And I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, it's elementary school grade 1. Okay, so they've got the grades.
なるほど。
So we've learned up to grade 1 basically in
Hi.
our kanji series, and it's also got the JLPT level. Okay, cool. You got
あ
water.
Does it have stroke order っていう。
It does not have stroke order. Interesting.
うん
Can we? They do show. Oh, if you
Ah.
click it, it does. Cool.
ありました。
Good question. And not only that, but you can practice.
ね。
So if this is on mobile, you'll be able to practice with a pen or with your finger on them. That's cool.
はい。
Mizu.
いいですね。
Click on it.
うんうん。
You can practice.
はい。
Okay,
いいです
very
ね。
So you can collect a bunch. There's 35 possible kanji that we'll learn in the game, I imagine. And I think in the full game there will be more, but at the moment this is what there is. That's pretty cool. We've already learned this one. But we have not learned this. This one's grade 3
そうだね。
and N4.
うん。
So all right, well that was fun. Quite good. I'm enjoying it so far. It's probably one of the better Japanese learning games we've played.
そうだね。
We-
結構面白いし
Yeah,
ね。
it's not bad. We played Kanji Combat a while back. That was fun on stream, but it wasn't like a great game. Like I wouldn't recommend it for learning kanji. But it's fun, but you wouldn't learn Japanese from it. But this is it's not available, but Lexi, you can go to their website and they have a place where you can sign up for the game. And someone said, I think Nimitz the fish there, he said that from the website you go into their Discord and there's just a place to download the game. So I think anyone can get it actually.
そうなんだね。
To
ベー
test
タだか
the
ら、ね。
beta test.
Mm.
You might need to, I don't know if you need to get permission or what, but I think if you sign in with your email address on the website, you can get into the Discord and get the game for Android. There's also an iPhone version and PC. I don't know which versions you can get, but check out their website and maybe throw it on your wish list. It's not bad. Look at all the kanji, just like, is she just...
ね、ずっと。
Oh, wait. Are they going with the music? No. It's just popping up. Random ones. I think she's just studying kanji like a Japanese person, writing them over and over again.
うん。まあそうですよ。
Yeah, but it's not bad. We had some critiques in the beginning about how they use robotic voices for all the sentences, but their explanation for that was very reasonable. It was that the game is still in development, which means they're editing sentences still a lot, and they don't want to go and record all the sentences before they're set in stone, which they'll be doing, assumingly. I assume they'll be doing later. It's called Wagotabi ITCG. Wagotabi. And my other criticism was that they used the mas form from the beginning, but I also I get why you would do that in a game where you need to use it in actual sentences from the beginning. If I were learning outside of a game, I would recommend learning the dictionary form first of verbs and then learning conjugations later. But in the context of this game, it's not bad. Kind of fun. The battles are fun, especially when we do it with stream. But otherwise, yeah, not bad. Have you seen the game Shashingo, where you can learn Japanese by taking pictures? I have heard of that game. I've seen it. Maybe we'll
そう
give
な
it
ん
a
だ
shot.
ね。
Because it's still going to be a little bit before we can get back into the kanji videos. So we'll probably give some other games a shot as well. Maybe that one does sound good. I've heard of it.
うんうん。
I don't know if we'll play more of this. My goal was to get to the kanji decks. Yeah, ITCG, yes, but you can try out the beta if you go to their website and their Discord. So check that out. But otherwise, tell them I sent you. Any timeline at all for when the kanji vids will start back up? Not 100%. Yuki and I are working through the vocabulary deck now. She's finished all the sentences and finished all the editing that needs to be done so that they can go into the Anki deck. We need to go through and make sure that those sentences are also simplified enough so that people starting out from the very beginning can understand everything. So we're going to make sure that we're only using it's already a +1 deck. So it's every word that shows up is one that you've already learned previously. But some of the grammar we used in the beginning might be a little bit too advanced, so we're going to be editing those out. And as soon as that's done, I'm going to re-edit the kanji deck so that only the first 100 words in the vocabulary deck show up in the first third of the kanji deck, and we're also adding some new words and stuff, so we have to create new sentences for that. And then we have to record all the new sentences, re-record all the sentences that we've changed in the kanji deck, and then get someone to record all of the sentences for the vocabulary deck. So that's all got to get done before we can restart the kanji series. So I don't have a timeline, unfortunately. It's a lot of work that we've decided to do, but it's worth it. It's worth it, I think, long term. And when we get that format down, then moving on to the N4 will also be much easier for us. So sorry that it's taking a while, but I think it will be worth it long term. Unfortunately, most of you are going to move well past needing it by the time we're done, but at least a month or two, I'd say. So
本当に申し訳ないですよ。お待たせしちゃってね。
ごめんなさいね。
何度もチェックのチェックのみ。
Lots of checking, lots of writing, it's a lot. Plus on the side, just to keep keep the channel alive, Dan and I, and Yuki as well, are working on a hiragana katakana video, which is something that we've needed for a long time. One of the biggest issues with our website is you jump into the website as a member, and the first thing we tell you to do is use another website to learn hiragana katakana, which is a very bad user experience, and a lot of people stop right there. So we've been needing a hiragana katakana video for a very long time. So we're finally making that as well at the same time, and that's sort of going to release before the kanji series starts. So doing all that together, it's a lot of work, but we will get there. If only there was another place where we could learn Japanese as that useful and easily digestible. What's the game called? Wago Tabi. はい。
ねえ、ひらがなとカタカナのやつもね、結構面白くなりそうですよね。
I think the hiragana katakana video is going to be it's going to be fire.
はい。
It's going to be really good. Dan's already made a mock-up of one of the sections of it, and it looks really good. That part as well. And it's going to be fun. I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed as well, even if you don't need it anymore. But hopefully you'll join us for the premiere when that 5-hour-long video releases. All right, guys. It was a fun stream. 3-4 hours. Nice. We will hopefully see you next week. I'm not positive what we'll be doing next week, but we'll have some fun.
ねえ。来週にまた今日のアイディアの新しいね。
Miss Misa Estudiando said that this game has been so entertaining that they'll always request it. だから続きしたいかもしれないんだって。
じゃあ。
So Yuki was just about to ask if you have any recommendations for what you want to do next week. Let us know.
だって今日さアイディアをもらったんだからさ、みんなからその新しいビデオもさ、作るかもしれないでしょ。
そういう The videos for those idioms and stuff. ね。So we got the new video idea from earlier that I made a list on as well. So anyway.
はい。
That was fun. This week's video premiere was a nice surprise. Led to wonderful discussions. It was good, right? We had a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. I enjoyed it.
ね。
It was good.
ちょっと日本人のね、英語教育疑いですね。
そうだね。そうだね。
本当に勉強してるのかなと思っちゃうよね。
Thank you, Nacho G. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. I think it's more that they're not that people are studying. People are studying. It's that the people who hold the keys to knowledge, the older teachers, they're not willing to change the textbook from 75 years ago.
そうだね。
I think that's what the issue is.
ちなみにみんな、私たちはまだハンカチーフを使っています。
まあ Still using handkerchiefs. That's fine. Come to Japan and Dan says, let's wago tabi. Yes, indeed. All right. Maybe we'll play more of this next week. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see you in the next one.
はい。
はい。せーの。また
次のビデオで会いましょうね。
はい。Bye bye, guys. Thank you.
バイバイ。ありがとう。
I just realized that. Oh, there it is. Okay. See you later.
そうか。エンドスクリーン。スターティングしちゃう。このままじゃ。
そう。
危ない。
はい。またね。Let's lunch time. Let's lunching, Dan. Let's lunching. はい。バイバイ。
みんなもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。